Yo, what's going on, people? Hope everyone's doing well. Look, you can see my glasses because I'm an old ass man. What's up? I'm gonna bring my guest right in because he's backstage. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna chill. It's been a while. Got my guy right here, Antwan. What's up?
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Chilling, bro. If you guys do not know who this is, New Stuff TV, go ahead and give him a sub. He's killing it over there. What's good, brother?
Not a whole lot, man. I'm going to apologize to your audience in advance because I had COVID about 2 weeks ago, and that COVID has it's like kicked up my asthma, which I haven't really had since I was a kid. So now I got this freaking cough that I've been trying to get rid of. So I might cough a couple times. I know that's not good for audio, but it's human behavior. Okay, you just have to deal with this.
That's all good, man. That's all good, man. You know, Vegas does that to you, bro. Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. God damn.
So
here we go. Here we fucking go.
So just so everybody knows, we're gonna, and I will get to the questions too, because we got a lot to talk about. And you see, I got my drink. I know you got your drink.
That's right.
So what do you want? We'll talk about, I want to talk about your videos you dropped today.
All right.
I'm gonna say what's up to everybody in the chat real quick, and then we're gonna talk about how we met, you know, Vegas a little bit, and then we'll get into your videos because I want to talk about OnePlus a little bit, but let's just say what's up to the people that are here. TA Tech was good.
What's up, TA Tech?
And guys, let me know how the audio sounds. Hopefully we sound pretty good. I think we sound good.
Yeah, man. Your mic is good on this end.
Yeah, you sound, that's that. Oh, is that, what mic is that? Is that the Shure mic?
Yeah, man. It's old school, man.
Yeah, it's a good mic though.
Retro.
Yeah, it looks good. Big John, what up? Brian in the house. How are you, man? Good to see you,
I
bro.
know that guy that just flashed. Yeah, Mike. How do you say that? Mark.
I don't know.
I never know him, man. Yeah, that's my guy. He's always showing up on my stuff.
Yeah, Mark's a good dude. And for those that don't know, Mark is battling cancer right now. So
no way.
Mark. Yeah. So Mark, I hope you're doing well. I hope you are just having better days, bro. Praying for you, man.
Absolutely, man. Keep fighting.
This guy right here.
Oh, who is this cat? Who is this cat that just shows up at people's shit? My man Jeff. What's going on, man?
One of the nicest guys on YouTube, man. One of the realest guys on YouTube.
You know what, man? You just said one of the nicest guys on YouTube, one of the realest guys on YouTube. That is true. I will never take anything away from that, Jeff. But since I've known you, I told you this before, but I'm gonna tell you on national digital slang.
Oh man.
Oh man. Dude, seriously, man. I've met a lot of people via YouTube over the last, damn, how long have I been doing this? Since 2016, like on YouTube. And I gotta tell you, man, you are one of the realest dudes I ever met, man. Just easy conversation. Don't seem to have an agenda for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just genuine friendship, and we clicked, and I love it. Man.
We did click, bro. We did. Yeah, I don't want anything. I just want to chill, man. Just want to chill.
Yeah.
We bumped into each other at PepCon on accident.
Yep.
On accident, and then we chilled the rest of the week.
Yeah, man. It just happened, and we just started looking at women walking around.
We did. We yeah, and you know, had some drinks. We had some drinks. We called we ran into the Poets, actually. Who else were we with? We ran into the Poets, and then we were with, who was the other? There was another guy with us. Who was it?
Oh, you mean that first night?
Yeah, the first night we met. It was me, you.
I'm real bad with names, man.
Oh, and we called over Issa. Issa came and chilled with us, and
Shannon Morse.
Yep. And it was the five of us. We all went
with the glasses that took us to that cigar bar. I don't know.
That was the Poets. That was the Poets.
Okay.
But I feel like we're missing somebody. I feel like
an older guy that lives in that area.
It was Andrew Mark David.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a good night.
I say older guy. I mean, I'm up there, dude. So
he's my age, actually. Yeah,
your ass is up there for real, though.
Yeah, I know. But we all
blessings, bro. Every day is a new.
That's why I got these motherfuckers right here.
Oh man, hey, you got them glasses, man. You should have been wearing them glasses in Vegas. Let me tell y'all about this cat. So he uses the Galaxy Fold 4, right? And you know that's already a big phone once you flap it open.
You can talk about my display. You can talk about my display, aren't you?
Yeah, man. I'm a clown you on this. So every time he opened it up, he was showing me something on Instagram or maybe a text he got from somebody. He would show it to me, and he has his font on like number 26, and it's just like
It's
3
actually
words
maxed
per
out, bro. That
line.
shit's maxed out.
And he would be like, "Look," and I'd be like, "Damn, get that's back it up, bro, back it up."
Yeah. I tried to go back. After you told me that shit, I went back and I changed it, and I couldn't do it. I did it for like 5 minutes. I had to change it back. I couldn't do it.
Oh man, yeah, man, you need to wear them glasses, bro. Hey,
I know.
but in my old young age, this year I just started wearing glasses, man. I was wondering why my eyes always felt fatigued and tired by the end of the day. And I just thought, I just need some sleep. But then I noticed that like my phone was getting blurry, and then at night I was seeing stars and shit,
Yeah.
traffic lights and shit.
Yep.
And I just said, you know what? I haven't been to the optometrist in probably a decade. So let me just go get my stuff checked out, because I've always had like hawk eyes. He told me I needed glasses, and I was highly offended by that.
Yeah.
But
Well, how old are you now?
43.
It happened to me. I'm 50 right now, and it happened to me about 2 years ago. So I made it till I was about 48 before I started needing readers.
You probably
But
needed them long before that. Because that's how it works. I think I probably needed glasses probably 2 years ago.
Maybe. I mean, I have been getting migraines for a long time. It's probably why.
Yep.
But
Man.
it sucks. I thought about getting LASIK, but I haven't done it yet.
You know what's the deal with like aging? It just hits you one day. You ever cook some chicken, or like, you got some raw chicken and you kind of separating it or whatever, and then you throw the scraps in the trash can. Everything's fine, right? And then
Yep.
like you'll come home the next day, everything's fine. Then all of a sudden you'll come out of your bedroom or something, and all of a sudden, bam, chicken,
That
like,
stank.
the nasty funky chicken
That
smell.
stank. Yeah.
It just came out of nowhere, right? But that chicken's been there for a minute.
It's
That's
bad.
how aging is. It just shows up one day. Oh shit, you're 43. Now your knees hurt.
Yeah. Everything hurts, dude.
You
Everything.
can't see and your knees hurt.
Bro, I just had back surgery on Friday, and then I go again next Monday.
Oh, what's wrong with your back, man?
Well, I heard it real bad about 12 years ago. So once a year, I have to get this procedure done, and that's the only way I'm able to like have a normal life. Like, it allows me to like work out as hard as I want. If I don't do it, like, it'll put me out for good.
When you say surgery, what are they doing?
So they're going in and they're burning my disc, or they're burning the nerves away that are hitting the disc, causing all the pain. So I had the left side done last Friday, and then next Monday I get the right side done, and then I'm good to go for about a year. But every year, the nerves grow back, so I got to get it done again.
So what's the recovery on this?
It's in and out, bro. 15 minutes. I'm sore now, but I'm walking in and out in 15 minutes. They don't put me to sleep or anything. It's easy. Damn. It's not even painful.
So they burn the nerves, like they just cauterize them or laser or something?
Yeah, they stick needles in your back, and then they stick I think it's like this hot metal wire through the needles, and they burn it that way.
That is insane.
So all I really feel are the needles.
Wow. It sounds painful, but you say it's good to go.
It's not. I mean, it hurts a little bit when they stick the needle in like the nerve or wherever they put it, but other than that, it's fine. Man, Big John said, "What's good, Antwan?
What's going on, Big John? Tech Reviews."
Evan, how you doing, bro? How much do you love the tech community, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just talking to that guy, Trenton. I've seen Trenton around. I know who that is. What's up? What's going on there, Trenton? Dude, the tech community, I have my feelings. I have my feelings.
We gotta dive into this now. You can't say that. Now we gotta dive into it.
I got feelings, man. It's good and bad, and in the middle. Like, it's just like anything else. You just gotta be very. I take the tech community like this. The audience, great. As a YouTuber, and I'm speaking to the audience, fantastic. You will always have your trolls and people just talk shit for no reason.
Yeah.
But the audience is fantastic. The tech community, as far as people like you and me, the influencers and stuff, dude, it's just like any other group of friends you got in life. You got to put them, you got to keep them in certain places. Don't.
Well, that's what we talked about this in Vegas. Remember? Yeah. Like it's a little cliquish. There's some parts of it are a little cliquish.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I would say I'm learning the hard way, but it ain't been hard. It's just, it's eye-opening because I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a very all-inclusive type of dude. I welcome everybody with open arms. So it's just eye-opening to see some of this stuff as I get inside. It's like, damn, I didn't know y'all was like that up in here. I don't even want to be at this party.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we kind of experienced that already.
Yeah, it's all good though.
It is.
All
It
good
is. I love the
territory.
community, especially the people that come and just chill with us and like hang out, come to every video, watch the live streams. Like, come on, who am I? You guys don't need to be here. Like, I'm nobody. But
Absolutely. There's Mark who shows up in my stuff a lot. Then there's this guy. I was actually telling my assistant this a few weeks back. Like there are some people who I see their names repeatedly on every platform, and I wish there was just another way I could give them more praise or credit just for showing up to the party. This guy named Patrick Cadet. I hope I'm making pronounce his name correct. And then I mean, there's a whole bunch of other cats. There's probably like
there's so
20
many.
people that just keep
Yeah.
popping up. And it's like, man, these guys, they really show up for your boy. It's like,
Yeah.
this is family right here.
Yeah, dude. It's a nice little circle. Like everybody in this stream, I've seen all these people like so many times. Trent, by the way, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What's going on, Trent?
Sharon is always here, hanging out,
Hey,
chilling.
Sharon. Shrinking Sharon. Is she on a weight loss journey?
That's a good question.
The name Shrinking Sharon, it spells out weight loss journey. Well, if you are,
it does.
You go ahead and keep doing you, boo-boo.
That's right. That's right. Here's a good question. You planning on getting the Fold 5 if the trading values are like the S23? No, hell no. I will not upgrade to the Fold 4 to the Fold 5. No.
Dude, can we talk about that for just a moment?
Yeah, let's.
Can I tell you how I didn't even watch the keynote for the S23 Ultra? I was making some videos and I was trying to key in, but I couldn't. But I am so underwhelmed by that phone that I'm not excited about getting. The only reason I got it was because the trade-in value for my Note, or I keep saying it as a Note, my S23, S22 Ultra, it was $500. You got that, right?
Yeah,
or
I had it.
Saw it at least.
Yeah.
So $500 for that thing. That was a $1,300 phone. And
it's a terrible trade-in.
Yeah. So I said to myself, if I don't get rid of this phone now, it's going to be worth $50 by the time the Fold 5 comes out. I have the Fold 5. Hopefully that's worth, I don't know, $800-900 maybe.
The Fold 4, you mean you have?
Yeah, when it comes time for the Fold 5 to come out, hopefully the Fold 4 will be worth at least $800 or $900 on a trade-in. But hell, even now to trade the Fold 4 in for the S23, they're giving you what, $750?
$750. I was gonna do it, and then I saw the trade-in value, and I was like, "Oh hell no, I'm not doing this."
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
They're not even trying to sugarcoat it no more. They're just like, cash grab. Give me your money.
But I got to be honest. I will not buy another Fold if the outer display is not wider. Like I need the outer display to be usable like a regular phone.
Oh,
because,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? My hands are way too big to type, and I do it all the time. I try and type on that front display all the time, and I mess up every time I do it.
Well, here's what happened with me. So CES is what got me using my S23, S22 again. I was dedicated to the Fold. I made a video on which one was the true flagship. Was it the S22 Ultra or was it the Fold 4? And you know, they kind of run neck and neck, but everybody knows the S22 is the flagship, right?
It's a better phone
because of that camera.
Yeah.
So CES comes around and I told myself I was going to shoot nothing but vertical content. So I needed a great fit. And Jeff says we too old for the bullshit. That's why we all get along. That's what's up. You know, game recognizes game, man. It's true. But
Jeff knows. Jeff knows.
So
he's got the name too, by the way. He's got the cool name. He's got the cool name, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Well, his name is Jeff. His name's Jeff.
Oh man. But yeah, I wanted to shoot nothing but vertical content. I wanted to increase my reels, you know, and my TikToks and stuff. So I was like, I need the best camera I can take. And I don't want to be taking a bunch of stuff. I started using the Osmo mobile gimbal. So I was like, the S22 is the perfect fit for this. So I brought the Fold 4 as a secondary phone, which I never pulled out of my bag, except to watch a movie on a plane. And then I would just, as soon as I turned on that S22, I was like, damn, this feels like home. I felt so at home with that thing. And I didn't switch over to another phone until this little jewel popped up.
Yeah.
I swapped my SIM card in this thing, and I'm not an Android or a pure Android guy. And you were going to ask me about this, right?
Yeah, we can talk about it now. We can go right into it.
Okay, well, whenever you're ready. But yeah, I put my SIM card in here. I was like, all right, I'm going in for it because I'm a Samsung Knight, man. I love, you know, all the Samsung ecosystem stuff and just the way One UI works. And I got the tablet, the TV, my home is, you know, Google and Samsung. So everything just works together. So I was like, this is going to disrupt my life right here, going out of the ecosystem.
Yeah,
And it kind of did. It shook things up. But man, you see, the content has already been produced, and this phone still has my SIM card in it
I
for a
see.
reason.
I see. Is that good, huh?
Yeah, it's a great phone, man. I haven't had any problems out of it. The only problem I have with it is that it doesn't have the Samsung Notes app, or like Smart Things doesn't work as well with it
Yeah.
as that stuff. But as far as being a phone, it's great. I love it.
So I really enjoy OnePlus phones. I've had the OnePlus 6T, the 7 Pro, the 8 Pro, the 9 Pro. I have the 10 Pro. Where is the 10 Pro? I have the 10 Pro right here. And I was going to trade this in. After I watched your video, I went on OnePlus's site and I was going to watch the video, or I was going to buy and trade in the OnePlus 10 Pro for that phone. You know what they were offering for that phone as a trade-in?
What was the retail?
I mean, retail, brand new. I think this thing cost what, $900 when it came out?
Oh man, that's a $200 phone easy on a trade-in.
They offered like $280.
Yeah.
$280 for their flagship. It's their flagship device still, really. They offered me like $5 more. I think it was like $5 or $10 more for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Damn. The 11, more than their own flagship device from what, 7-8 months ago.
I don't understand the science behind that. Somebody ran the numbers, man, and we just don't understand it.
Yeah, I didn't do it. Of course, I'm not gonna do it. It's crazy.
I don't know, man. I've never used a OnePlus phone before. The only other Android phones I've used have been the Google Pixels, and it was just for like, I'm exaggerating here, but like 5 minutes. I can't stand pure Android. It's lacking so much.
Oh wow, you like so you go the other. You're the first person I've ever heard say that.
Man, you know what? Here's the thing, man. I ain't trying to insult nobody or call nobody a sack rider. But
if you are, you know who you are.
The shoe fit, you buckle your mugs up and you wear them. You stomp your ass down the yard with them. But there are two YouTubers that I know of, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them will say this, like pure Android this and pure Android that. And when people of influence and big numbers say things, it just becomes the gospel. And you'll use it for yourself and be like, yeah, that guy was right. And it just follow that energy. So I just decided I like TouchWiz. Back in the day when Samsung was TouchWiz, that was my jam. I liked it. I liked it because Android, that's when we had what? ICS, ice cream sandwich, and all those. Android. It was cool to have, Android was great, right? Because it lets you do everything.
Yeah, like Lollipop, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All them old operating systems.
Yeah, Android was great for what it was, right? But TouchWiz added that extra seasoning on it. It added the Tony Chachere's, and the Lowry seasoned salt on top. You know what I'm saying?
It was good for its time. When it first came out, it was good. But I was straight iPhone back then.
Okay.
You couldn't convince me to use an Android. I remember my first Android phone I ever bought was a Note 4.
Okay, and you did well.
And I just wanted it because the back popped off and I could put my SIM in it and just go from there. So I did that, and then I got it, and I couldn't use it anyway because the iPhone had like this was when we were using like macro SIMs, and it wasn't a nano SIM back then. It was like a macro, and I forget which one, but they weren't compatible. It was annoying as hell. I bought the phone for nothing.
Huh. Interesting. The Note 4, man, that was the phone. As a matter of fact, like, the best Note is the most current Note, right? But the Note 4 started it all. Like the Note 1 and the Note 2, they were revolutionary, but the Note 4 was the first one with the metal frame.
It was beautiful device.
Leather's back. It looked like a businessman's phone. You whipped that thing out, you thought you was getting ready to do some stuff.
Man. Yeah, you were. Well, you were about to multitask because no other phone was doing it back then.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That was TouchWiz, baby. Now we got One UI, which is way better. It's fluid. It feels native to the phone. It just feels good. Once you're using it, and once you actually get used to it and using the Samsung products, I don't see how anybody could go back to plain old Android, man. Android is the core, you know, it's the
It is. But I like see, I think I like that because I come from an iPhone, right? An iPhone it's clean, it's simple.
uh
There's not a lot to it. It just does everything well. I think that's why I like something like Google has to offer with their Pixel devices, where it's more stock Android. Like, I think I like that cleaner feel, and that's why I love. So I've been using this device. I got the Nothing phone.
okay. Is that
Yo,
pure Android?
yeah, yeah, it's clean, and I
Okay.
gotta be honest with you, I love this device, dude.
I want to try it.
I'm in love with it. It's $299, brand new.
This is why I want to try new phones now.
Yeah,
I've never really been a phone guy. Like I buy my phone and I use it. Like I've never had multiple phones, but this right here got me curious because I've tried the Pixels. The camera was great. I wasn't a big fan of that big camera bar on the top, but dude, this one right here, guys, it has me wanting to try other stuff.
you should try the Nothing phone. There's a beta program out because it's available in the US right now, and you can buy that brand new for $299.
$300 for the Nothing one. When is the two coming out?
It's a good question, but because of this device though, I'm super excited for the two. Like, I can't wait
Well,
for it.
you know what's gonna happen if I buy the one in
The
2
two,
weeks? They're gonna be talking about the two because I just got the PS5 right after CES, right? And like a week after I got it, right? I'm sitting here enjoying my new toy, and I'm starting to see stuff pop up in my Google feed now, and they talk about PS6. I'm like, bruh, I just got a PS5.
you don't have to worry about that. PS6 isn't coming for years. People still can't get it. CH
I
Gadgets,
figured
what's
that.
up?
I figured that, but that's how they do you, man. You buy something, and then 2 weeks
Yeah,
later,
they do.
here they come with the next one, and yours ain't worth nothing on trade in.
They're already worth, even if nothing's coming out, trade-ins are terrible now. Dino,
Yeah.
what's good? How you doing? Brian, thanks for becoming a member, man. I appreciate that.
What's going on there, Brian? Hey, I just saw CH Gadgets.
Yeah, yeah. CH, he's here.
That's my guy.
Yo, I'm 50, bro, for real.
Oh yeah,
November,
CH Gadgets is old.
yeah,
Colin, that's his name. My man Colin.
November 14th, 1972 is the
Damn,
year I was born. 72.
72?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I mean, I don't feel it. I feel like even with so for those that don't know, and we don't need to talk about this, but I got the back injury and I got a brain tumor, but I don't feel 50 at all. I feel like I'm 32, 33 years old.
I gotta admit, man, you definitely the youngest old cat I know. That's for sure.
For real, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Stay young forever.
That's it,
I
bro.
like being the way I am, man. It truly is in how you feel, and that exudes in how you look too. Because you feel good, you're gonna look good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Paul says, wow, Slang and Antwan together made my night.
What's good, Paul?
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Paul. Everybody. CH says, I'm like the Long Ranger in the tech community.
What makes you say that, CH? I keep calling him CH. Colin, what makes you say that, man?
TA just subscribed to your channel.
Hey, I appreciate that. Welcome to the party. Wait a minute. Since he just subscribed to the channel and he probably hasn't seen any content yet, I got to welcome you to New Stuff TV, the Untechnical Tech channel. I'm your host, Antwan. Stick it in my ear holes, Richardson.
There you go, TA Tech. TA Tech has a
Oh,
channel
shit.
too, by the way.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
creator.
Okay. I can see that now. I can see that. You know
Rich.
what I don't like about live streams? It's hard to interact with the community. Like if I want to click on somebody's channel and subscribe or just check out their stuff, you can't.
Yeah.
I don't
I
understand
mean,
why YouTube doesn't let you do that.
maybe I haven't tried streaming directly on YouTube. Maybe you can do that on
No,
YouTube
it's worse.
stream. You can't?
No, it's worse. It is. You got what you got going right now. This is good. At least you can see stuff. I see it on the screen.
Yeah.
On YouTube, it's on the right-hand side. Well, last time I checked, it was on the right-hand side. You can't click nothing.
I have you tried Ecamm?
No.
Ecamm, I mean, Ecamm, I believe, is Mac only still, but Ecamm is 4K streaming. Not that that really matters. 1080p is good enough, but Ecamm is nice. They're just expensive.
Ecamm, is that the people who make Elgato stuff?
I don't think so. I think they're different. 619
I had to look into.
Big hands, big mittens. I mean, they do say that. Samsung
Colin
Knight.
is a CH. He's a Samsung Knight. That's what I'm talking about, man. Once you get, it's all about ecosystem, and I do think that's what OnePlus is lacking right now, because I didn't get to see their tablet that they launched. Hopefully, I can get my hands on that thing. But that's what's missing. When I was using this phone, I'm using it and I'm loving the experience. But then I go to my tablet or I go to my laptop and some stuff is missing. You know what I mean? It's not. I
Yeah,
mean, a phone and a laptop and a tablet are different items, but they should be cross compatible somehow.
they
So
should be. They should be. Absolutely.
yeah, with
Any
the Google
Android
apps, you
device
can
should be.
bridge the gap a little bit, but
Yeah.
some Google apps I'm not a fan of. Like
But
Notes. Is
if
it
if
Google
you can
Notes?
create a device,
Mhm.
right, and take parts from anything, what camera would you take? What body would you take? What operating system would you take? What camera system would you take?
All right, we're gonna start out with the outside. We're taking this body. I love the way it feels like you can just hold it and it's easy to hold and it's balanced, right? It doesn't feel top heavy. The screen, I would probably take since I haven't had the S23 yet, I'll take the S22 screen as far as like the brightness.
It's the exact same display on the S23.
Is this? Oh, okay. It's okay. I got you.
S22 and
It's,
S23 exactly
it
the
still
same
is the
display.
same freaking phone, man. Did you see my TikTok today?
I didn't see it. I didn't go on TikTok at all today. It's the same
It's
phone.
really, it's all the
It's the same
same.
phone.
I
Yeah.
was actually making fun of Samsung and Apple via the OnePlus phone. So yeah, I would take the screen from the S22 Ultra as far as the brightness and the sharpness and the whole display. I'd definitely take the battery life from the OnePlus. You can't kill that phone. I would probably take the new camera out of the S23, even though I haven't seen it yet, but the specs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's going to be. I mean, the S22 Ultra had a great camera, so the S23 is going to be a little better.
Yeah,
Just a
that's
little
why
bit.
I just said take that one. Let me see here. Now I gotta have that pen. So whatever it's gonna be called at this point, you just shove the pen up in it.
Yeah, I
Let
would
me see
take.
here.
Man, that's a tough one. I like the S23 design, but I do like the OnePlus devices because they're not as wide. OnePlus devices are easier to hold because they're not as wide. All of them are not as wide as other phones, and I like
And
that.
I think that's why I like it because it's just that much smaller to make a big difference. But the S23 design, I think even the S22, I think they're boring phones until you put a case or a skin on it as far as design. Very, very boring phones.
Boring or just it can go the other way too. See, I think they're just clean and beautiful,
Yeah.
right? It could be either
Okay.
one
Yeah.
because they're clean, right? There's not a lot to it. It's just a
I
clean
think
looking
they
phone.
just I think clean is good. Less is more a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
But I think I think I'm just tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Well, I
been
mean,
that
you are getting
way.
the same phone 2 years now in a row.
Yeah. Well, it's actually really like 4 years in a row. If you think about it, the last exciting phone that they launched was the 10
The
with
the
that
Note 10?
crazy iridescent back on it.
The Aura Glow. The
Yeah.
Aura
That was
Glow.
the shiznits, man.
Yeah.
But then, after that, they kind of went boring. They just had the little camera modules and they didn't do anything special with it. And I think, call me a fanboy if you want to, but what OnePlus did with their camera, they just said, "Hey, look, we got 3 cameras here. We need to do something bold." And some people hate it, absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
I think it was a bold move and I think it worked out in their favor. It actually breaks up the body of the phone because you're also talking to the guy that has the skin that I have on my S22 Ultra with 2 different colors. So
Do you have 2 colors on it?
yeah, it's got the blue and the orange.
Mm.
So yeah, I had to make my own skin because even the skins are boring these days.
I do like these though. When this phone first came out, I grilled it. The look, I hated it because I thought it looked like an oven top. Right?
It
It looks like an
does. I
oven
can't
top.
unsee it.
It looks like an oven
You
top.
can't
That's what it looks
unsee it.
like. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I did a live stream or I even posted a video about it where I went in on the design and I hated it. Hated it. But now, it grows on you. It does grow on you. Like after using it for a while, like, okay, I like it. I think it looks good.
I liked it at first sight when I saw it at the guy from OnePlus at CES had it, and I was like, "What is that?" Because I hadn't, like I said, I don't really pay attention to phones.
I
And I
should
saw it,
have
I was like,
went with
"What
you.
is that?"
I should have walked over there with you. I freaking didn't. And I'm kicking myself for it.
You know what you was doing when I was over there conducting
know.
business. You know what you was doing. You was looking at that girl in them brown pants.
No, I was not. All right, maybe I
How do
was.
I remember she had on brown pants?
Because you was looking
Feeling in
too.
brown pants.
You was looking too, goddamn it.
She was putting the hurt on them pants, man.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man,
BJ, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? Mariah says Jeff always has a different phone. This is my ex-wife right here.
hey Mariah, how you doing? You need to keep her. Matter of fact, you need to bring her in. I would like to have some words. Can you put her on the chat?
What do you mean words
on the screen?
Mariah, I don't know if you're still here or not, but this is the cat I was chilling with in Vegas the whole time.
How you doing, Mariah? We need to talk. I got lots of questions. It's not even talking. It's me asking a bunch of questions and you answering them because I want to know how he ended up the way he is. That's really what the conversation is.
I mean, I could answer those questions for you. I could do that.
This man is a problem. A whole damn problem.
I was a problem in Vegas. I was.
Let's see what Brian's saying. Galaxy
A13 5G still does not have the Android 13 update. Do you know when the update will be available? Does the A lineup of devices get 5 years of updates?
That's a long time.
I mean, that's what we're getting on the flagships. I don't know if the A line is getting all those updates.
How old is that phone?
I mean, the A14, I believe, is out now. So a year old.
At least 2. You're good for at least 3, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think you're going to get 3 years of updates. It'll come. I mean, Google's going to get it first, and then it'll slowly roll out to other Android devices. The carriers will probably do it on their own. Like, you'll get it eventually. I'm sure they are probably the last in the lineup to get them.
Absolutely. That is another thing that irritates me with some of these devices on their release schedules. So they're releasing the S23 Ultra. It's releasing with what? Android 13?
Yeah.
0.0 or 0.1 or something like that?
Probably 0.0, and then you're going to have an update as soon as you turn it on.
Okay. My tablet, I'm pretty sure my tablet just got Android 13. And so it's like once you get a device that releases with the latest software, then if you have a tablet or something like that or a companion phone, you have to wait, I don't know, 6 months for that one to get updated. Yeah. And then by the time that one gets updated, the original one has the new latest firmware. So they're only on the same schedule for probably 2 or 3 months.
Why do you think they don't just roll out all the updates at the same time?
Probably just to keep you buying new shit.
It's annoying because they could probably do it. It could probably just release.
Is it okay if I cuss? Because I got a dirty mouth, man.
We've been cursing already, bro. Go ahead, have at it.
It's like too late to ask, but
by the way, this is going to be on a live stream on YouTube, but this will also be on a new podcast, Bourbon and Blunts. So Bourbon and Blunts is available on Google Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. So check out Bourbon and Blunts, and this will be uploaded to Bourbon and Blunts tomorrow or the next day as well.
Cool. Oh,
yeah.
Says they made it to the dark side. He's using oh my goodness.
Have you? So all right, let's talk about Apple real quick because I know you don't use iPhones.
You talking about me, right?
Yeah, you.
Where do we begin? I don't use Apple devices because it started when the iPhone first came out. I was one of those people who just couldn't afford one. So I was mad. Like, why is this thing so expensive? Why is it so popular? And then when it became time for me to be able to afford one, I was like, I'm on some new stuff right now. I don't even care about it, right? And then I looked at the culture behind the iPhone, and that turned me off. Like, the phone is cool, right? But the culture behind the iPhone back in the early 2010-ish era, I guess you would say, that culture turned me off so much. Like standing in lines, waiting for things, and the vanity behind it, just having the logo on you. I've never bought into that ever, like with clothing, anything. And it just really turned me off. And then at some point I decided, okay, I just want to try it at some point. This is before I actually bought one. I tried it. I tried a friend's phone. And because the operating system is so different and jarring from Android, it was like this panic attack. Like, I can't go back. Where's the freaking back arrow? And it was like, okay, I got to relearn everything. I'm not even going to waste my energy on this. Then when I got my first iPhone was when a company told me they would pay me X amount of dollars to showcase their products with an iPhone. An iPhone was a 13 Pro Max. They would pay me a certain amount of dollars to showcase their products with an iPhone. I said, okay, it looks like I'm getting an iPhone.
All right.
So if I'm gonna get it, I might as well try to use it. I put my SIM card in there for like 18 minutes. And yanked that bitch right back out.
Come on, man. You gotta give it a little more love than that.
Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, Apple makes a fantastic phone. It's built like a friggin' tank. It's pretty. I just think it's really heavy and really sharp. I don't think it's comfortable in the hand at all. I mean, I don't use cases, so I get to feel the phone.
The older devices were comfortable. Once they changed with the iPhone 12, 13, and 14, they made it like that boxy.
Yeah, and it's like heavy too. So I don't know. It's a great device. It's built like money, and they work. They really do work. They work great together. You know, the iPad, iPhone, the whole ecosystem, and I'm glad it's there for people. It just ain't for me.
All right. I was the same way with Android for a while, for years. I mean, I started using iPhones with the iPhone 3, and then all the way up to, I probably didn't use an Android full time until, because I did the same thing you did. I would put my SIM in an Android device, probably around the Note 5. I started trying that, and I couldn't do it because I hated Android. And then finally around the Note 9 is when I was like, all right, if I need to keep this in this phone, whether I hate it or not, I'm going to force myself to use it for about a month. And I probably lasted 2 weeks. And then the Note 10 came out, and I fell in love with the Note 10 Plus. Note 10 Plus, one of my favorite phones of all time.
I'll tell you, that was a boss phone, man.
Yeah, of all time.
And that's exciting phone.
Yeah, and I kept my SIM in that phone for a good 6 months. But I also made sure I had an iPhone with me too, because I couldn't just drop it yet. But now I'm kind of there. I've been using an Android device as my main device now for well over a year at this point. So I don't know. So iPhone displays actually give me migraines.
Is it the like blue light or?
No, there's something called PWM. Zolotech, he makes a ton of videos on it. So it's something that Apple does when they calibrate their displays, because their displays are from Samsung. But when they get them, they go in and they change them up and they calibrate them a certain way. And you can't see it in regular, like if we're just looking at it, we can't see it with our eyes, but our brains can see it. Now, if you take slow motion video, you can see it, and you can see there's a pulse on the display, and it's constant. And it affects 1 out of every 10 people, and it gives people migraines. And for me, it gets really bad. Now, it's gotten better. Like, the displays have gotten better over time. But it got to a point where, like, the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I couldn't use for more than a day because it would make me sick.
That bad? Wow. Yeah. How did this come out? Like, how do you find this out? Like, I know you got it from Zolotech. Like,
I did. That's what I did. I did my research, because I would notice, like you talked about earlier, your eyes would strain, like looking at a display. Yeah. Like, I felt that, but it was to the extreme. And when I would, and this is why I would go back to a Samsung device all the time, because I don't get that on a Samsung device. And I would notice that. Like, I would notice, like, all right, I'm using an iPhone for the day, I have a headache, but I'm using a Samsung device for 2 days and I feel great. Gotcha. So I had to figure it out and do some research, and it was kind of, it made me switch to Samsung, really.
Wow, I would have never come to that conclusion. I'd just been walking around with headaches. I would have never figured that out, man.
Yeah, I mean, you notice it. It's the same thing you notice with your eye strain now, and
that's crazy, man. Dude, with my eye strain, I was doing, if you could just be able to fly on the wall and just see what I was doing. Like, sometimes at night I'd be in the bed watching TV with the wife, and I'm like, with one eye like this, trying to just see how blurry is this. Then I go to the other one. How blurry is that? Yeah. And just fucking with my eyes.
It sucks. If you don't, fuck, man, don't get old. I would say don't get old, but you have to. But it sucks getting old, man. Like, at least with your eyes.
One day it's in the trash can, no smell. The next day your house stinks like chicken.
Next day you can't see shit.
Yeah.
Next day you wake up, your shit is blurry. Crazy. Richard says, anyone tried a Tozo Golden X1? I bought them. I love them. I cannot find any reviews for the experts from the experts because I don't know if my ears suck, but I think they're awesome. Well, you can't find any reviews because Tozo hasn't sent them out to anybody.
Are you sure? I saw my guys, DHRME.
The two of them, right?
They
That's
flashed
both of
across
them?
my screen. Yeah, two guys. Forget where they're from, like Poland or somewhere.
Are they from Poland? I thought they were from
No,
like
it's not
India.
Poland. No, it's somewhere in the UK, I think. Oh man, where are they from? I forget. But let me look them up. DHRME. Yeah, I saw the word Tozo today. I swear I did.
Those things have been out haven't they been out for like over a year?
Those earbuds?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about them.
They were at CES, I think, last year, and then something happened with COVID where everything got pushed back, production got pushed back, and they didn't ship them or something.
I'm sorry about that. I have no idea. I'll be honest with you, man. The last Tozo product I actually had in my hand, this had to be 2016 or 17. I gave their earbuds a gleaming review, and I actually did like them, and I was using them for personal use. One day, I opened up the case. One of them fell out, landed on my wood floor. Wood is relatively soft. I picked it up. It didn't work anymore. I was so upset.
I'm not surprised, bro. It's Tozo, dude. Tozo makes some good products, though. Now they do. Finally.
I was like, man, I've never repping this company again.
They got some if you like that bass, man, they got some bangers right now.
Dude,
and I know you like that. I know you like that thump. I know you do.
I like bass, but I don't know about Tozo, man. They did me raggedy, man.
Yo, they did me dirty at CES last year. They invited me to their booth, and they wanted me to test some things out. And then I get to their booth and like completely ignored me. The lady that invited me to the booth wasn't even at CES. And the people at the booth were like, "No, we don't know anything about this." So I was like, "All right." And they were like, "Stay and like film stuff." I was like, "Nah, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go. You guys have a great day." Brian says, "New Stuff TV. You make good content as well. Keep the videos going."
I appreciate that, Brian. Thanks for showing up to the party. Antwan Stringenstein smartphone. Yeah, man. If I could build a phone, I've actually done a kind of a video a couple of years ago on like the headphones, like the same way you asked me the question about the phone, what would make the perfect headphones?
Yeah.
With the phone, man, it's pretty simple. I like the build of the OnePlus 11. I would take the camera from the S23 or 22, the screen from either one of those. I would like some iPhone stuff too, though, because like I said, iPhones have some really great qualities. I don't know what though, because we've already taken the camera, we've already got a build.
I would split the camera up. Like I would take video from the iPhone. I would take portrait mode from the Pixel, and then I would take the regular camera maybe from like the S22 or the S23.
Boom. Okay, I'm riding with you on that.
And then the body for me would be like if I could pick anybody, like anybody that we've had in the past or now, it might be shit. I don't know, man.
The Note 4.
No, I'm not going back that far. Yeah, you would take that shit. I don't know, man. Yo, I might have to. You gotta try this device. I love this thing, dude.
Hey, what's that thing on the back? What's up with the little circle?
They're glyphs. They're all glyphs. They light up every time you get a notification.
Nice.
So and you can go in and you can set it. So say you were calling me, I can set it to a certain glyph and it would do a certain thing and light up in certain areas depending on who's calling me.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty cool.
Brings me to a question. When you sat your phone down, just put it down. Is it on the face, like the screen, or is it on the back?
The nothing phone or any phone?
Any phone.
Any phone, I put it on the back, of course, with the screen up.
Why?
Because I don't want to scratch the display.
Do you use cases or screen protectors?
I do not use screen protectors, and the only cases that I use are Pataka cases. So if I can't get a Pataka case or something from AliExpress that's like a Pataka case, I won't use a case.
What's up with those cases?
The Pataka cases, they're aramid fiber, thin as hell, like super thin. Like it doesn't even feel like you have a case on the phone.
I might have to check this out.
Yeah,
I
man.
freaking hate cases.
No, Pataca cases, I have it on the fold. They just sent me their fold case. You can't even feel it. You can't even feel like it's on the phone.
That looks like the phone.
Yeah, it's so thin, like paper thin. It's all aramid fiber. It's more for grip. It's not going to protect you a lot against drops, but it gives you a grip and it'll protect against scratches. I have it on every single phone, dude. I have it on my iPhone. I have it on the OnePlus phone. I have it on everything that I can find a case for.
I might have to check them out, man. Yeah, man, I stopped rocking the case back when the Note 10 came out.
You know what? I have bro, I'll send you one. I have extra aramid fiber cases here for the S22 Ultra.
Okay.
I'll just send it to you.
Don't send it because I'm getting rid of it. I'm trading it in.
Oh, that's right. Well, I actually have the S23 Ultra too.
Oh man, do you really? Okay, I'll take that one.
Yeah, but I can send me S23 cases too.
Man, nice.
BJ says, anyone who has a chance to get the new status between Pros ANC 3, do yourself a favor and get them. They sound so good and dummy loud.
So they have a new set of earbuds?
I guess status, they just added ANC to the status between
number 3 though. I didn't know there was a 2.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, they hit me up to work together, and then I replied, and they ghosted me. Never heard from them again.
It'd be like that sometime, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
You know what I hate? I hate when a company reaches out and calls me somebody else like Jeff. A lot of people, a lot of companies think I'm El Jefe.
Do they?
Yeah, they do, man. They're like, "Hey, Jeff, how you doing, man?
That's hilarious.
Your videos are great." I'm like, "Well, what about me? Mine are good too, right?"
They do that shit. Every time I get an email like that, it's like, "Oh, we love your videos. I've been following you for a long time." No, you don't. You've never watched one video.
Yeah, they watch Jeff's though. They
watch El Jefe's videos for sure.
Oh man,
everybody watches Jeff's videos. BJ says, I picked up the Tozo NC7 a few weeks ago, and they're easily top contender for $50 range. Nice. I have them. I don't think I ever reviewed them though.
I got a question for the audience and you. So I haven't really delved into the budget because everybody has different opinions on what budget actually is. But I want to do a video about my top 3 earbuds. I want to do like the $200 to $300 range, or like $200 to $300 range, and then the $100 to $200 range, and then the $0 to $100. I got the best in the runners up for the $100 to $200 and the $200 to $300, but I got nothing for $100 and below.
Oh, I got a ton for $100 and below.
What you got? Like the A40s is the only thing I can really think of.
The Earphone Air Pro 3 just came out. You can get them on sale for $59. They're incredible.
What is it called?
They're $59 right now.
What's it called?
Earphone Air Pro 3 or Earphone Free Pro 3. Yeah, they just came out. I just did a video on them the other day. Free Pro 3 or Air Pro 3? I forget the name. So many damn Air Pro 3 Pro.
Earphone don't rock with me no more.
Yeah, they'll compete with AirPods Pro, man. That's how good they are. AirPods Pro 2 they'll compete with. CH says, who has a photo of the girl in the brown pants?
Oh, bro, I wish I did. Let me tell you something. Sir. It was legitimate.
It was, put it this way. We stopped at Pepcom, and we were walking around the whole show, but we ended up stopping there literally we were there for the rest of the night. We didn't leave that spot again, dude. We stayed there the whole night. We didn't leave.
And we kind of just shifted a little bit here and there just to get a better angle.
When he said shift, we just rotated the table. And then, we tried to walk over a little bit and say hello.
God, dog. Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah.
She was
going on at CES.
There was.
I'll tell you, sir, there was a lot going on at CES. I will leave it at that.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you, you know what though? One of my favorite parts of CES was going over to BenQ with you.
That was actually, that was definitely at the top. I'm trying to dig to see if there was something better.
Sony was cool. The tour with Sony was cool. Like we took the tour with Sony.
Cool.
But
I'm thinking outside, like after CES.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was cool hanging out with you when we went to where I was your +1.
At TechFluent? TechFluent?
TechFluent. Yeah. I was just +1.
He was my +1. We went to this suite and it was I forget what hotel it was at, but or what casino it was at, but it was in this some suite, and you had to like call the guy before we got there so he could come down in the elevator and let you up because they're not supposed to be having parties in the suites up there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you were supposed to be on the list. They didn't give a shit, dude. You could have got in on your own.
I don't know, man. I don't like going places where my name ain't on the list. I was the first one. I was your handsome chocolatey date.
But you know who was letting everybody in was that girl. Remember that girl? She was Tech Daily. You know the YouTuber Tech Daily?
Yeah.
That was his sister.
Oh, okay.
She was there just helping him at Techfluence. And she was the one that was just letting people in the door, just seeing whose name was on the list. And once we told her, oh, this is, New Stuff TV, she was like, oh, okay.
She didn't know who the hell I was, bro. She was like, all right, bro, come on in. I don't want to have to tell you no, because you look like you might cause a scene.
Yeah, you would have. You would have. I know how you roll.
Oh, man. And then we got invited to that other thing from What's Her Face. So that was kind of cool. That was just a cool night, man.
Yeah, because we rolled from one party that ended around 10, and then we met another. She's not a YouTuber, but she is a
she's a social butterfly.
She is a social butterfly. And if I say her name, I'm going to pronounce it wrong.
Ayanu. That was her name.
Ayanu. She's from Japan. Was it Japan or Korea?
Japan.
She's from Japan, and she is a social media champion.
She makes a living from taking selfies at events with people. Like that's cool.
Her content literally says selfie pro, and she will whip out. She carries everything with her. So she had like the stand with the lights and the timer all ready to go, and perfect selfies every time.
I ain't never seen somebody just whip out a freaking photo booth. Like
she whipped it out, like out of her pocket, out of her purse. She pulled that shit out and just put it together, like 10 feet high. Had the lights, the key lights, everything ready to go.
That was pretty fly.
She was cool. She was
cool too. Yeah.
Yeah. And she invited us to another party after Tech. Well, she invited you to another party, and then I was your plus one.
You was my plus one.
To the next party. That's right.
Hey,
BG
man,
in the house.
It worked.
It did. BG, what's good, man? How you doing?
Oh, by the way, you owe me $10.
Shit.
You owe me $10, bro.
Yeah. Matter of fact, don't I owe you 20? I think I doubled it for some reason.
Oh,
I think I doubled it.
I don't know what you did later that night, because you did call me the next day, or we talked. You told me you owe me more money for whatever you did.
I did. I owed you. We had a bet. I can't tell you guys what the bet was, but I lost. I lost. Sadly, I lost. I would have been happy. I would have been happy if I won the bet. And it wasn't.
Man. Wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna have to discuss this offline, man.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
can't
sure
talk about
how you lost, but you still won at the same time.
Well, I did. I won the bet, but one of us lost, one of us won. Whether that is good for either of us is really the answer. You know what I mean? Like, but I owe you money. I do owe you money. So I will send you the money with the case.
No, man, you don't send me no money, man. Next time we see each other, you buying. That's it. You buying the first drink.
All right. TA says, okay, he must be unsubscribing from you because of your iPhone problem.
Who is this?
TA Tech.
Oh, man, TA Tech. Man, just did me dirty.
He did. Who else? I still can't afford an iPhone. The price, yeah, too goddamn high. That's right.
Gadgets, man, I feel you.
11 Pro was comfortable. That was before they did the redesign. It was definitely much better. I'm using the 11 Pro Max right now. I have it right here. I went back. I sold my 14 Pro Max, my 13 Pro Max, and I went back to the 11 Pro Max because this display did not hurt me that much.
So here's something that irritates me about the 12 and the 13. I'm not sure how the 14 fit into this. And Samsung just did it. Samsung out-Appled Apple. When iPhone 13 Pro Max came out, I bought a case for it because I had a feeling I wasn't going to keep it long, and I just didn't want anything to go wrong with it. My friend Sean comes over. He has an iPhone 12 Pro Max. I said, man, that looks like the exact same phone. So we took the case off, and guess what didn't fit?
Doesn't fit.
You know why? Because the camera module was just 2 millimeters too big, right? Everything else, exact same placement. He was upset. He was like, man, I got to buy all new stuff if I get this phone. I was like, well, it is what it is. Sounds like a you problem. And then
Yeah, Sony just did it with the S22 and the S23.
Samsung Apple,
Yeah,
man.
it
The
did.
only thing different about that phone is the size of the freaking glass around the camera. It's
That's
like,
it.
but they did change the size too. It's a little bit more square. I went to Best
True.
Buy the other day to feel it, and that thing feels chunky, especially
Doesn't it?
coming off of this the OnePlus.
Yeah,
That
it's
thing
much
feels
bigger.
chunky and heavy, man.
I can't. I need the phone. Like I have all these cases here that company sent me to review the cases on, but I don't want to buy the phone because the trading deals are so terrible.
Can you get a dummy?
Yeah, I thought about that.
Hey,
But I'm
hey,
wondering if I can go the other way with the cases though.
what do you mean?
The S23 cases should fit on the S22
Absolutely.
because they're bigger, just bigger holes.
You need to get you like a drill and just drill the hole.
And no, the whole it can't go the other way. I can't use the S22 case on the S23, but I should be able to use the bigger hole cases on the smaller camera
That
lenses,
might work. A little bit of the
right?
phone will show through, but it should work. Yeah. Well,
I mean,
no, because the sides are different. They made it
that's
more
right.
square than round.
Right. I'm gonna
But
try it. And you know I'm gonna try it.
here's a funny story. So there's this case I did an integration for. It's like a commercial inside of my video for those of y'all who don't know. So this company said, okay, we want to sponsor your video. So if you show our product as a commercial inside of your existing video, that's how we sponsor this video. It was a case company, and they said, we're going to send you a dummy iPhone. I was like, cool, I need one of those because I might need to do something else with it. It's a nice dummy. It felt real. The only thing fake about it was it had no guts. So in the middle of shooting this video for a case, I decide to, show the phone dropping onto the concrete with the case. And the first and second time I did this, we didn't do such a good job of capturing the hit on the ground. So I pick it up and it looks fine because it's made out of glass.
Yeah.
And it looks fine. I was like, man, it's a pretty damn good case. So I kept dropping that thing, man, because we couldn't get the shot right. It kept falling all weird, So finally we get it on camera. It's like, man, that's the perfect shot. It hit the ground
Broke
perfect.
it, didn't you? You broke it.
I picked that thing up, little glass shards are coming out of it. I was like, damn. And I hadn't finished filming the video yet. So I was like, how do I finish this video with this broken phone? So it was just an integration. So it's like a 45-second video, right? So the whole time I'm holding the phone with my thumb and like the meat of my thumb and some fingers across the cracked part of the glass, like just flashing it real fast.
You trying to cover up the breaks, bro? You trying to cover it up?
It worked, though. It worked. Everything worked out great, man. The power of movie magic.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
I filmed that video with a broken phone. That thing was shattered, absolutely shattered.
That's hilarious. Travis in the house. What's good, Travis?
Travis MCP, what's going on, man? How you been?
Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming through, Travis. Appreciate you.
Apple lawsuit.
This is what it's called, PWM, pulse width modulation.
Dude, so okay, what's going on with the comments? Like they're coming in super late, or is it just me?
Well, no, I'm just not getting to them fast enough.
Oh, okay, dude, you got one job. Well, really like 3 or 4.
I know, but it's hard to talk.
It's hard to
talk and go. We're gonna go down all the comments right now. We're gonna catch up right now. Antwan, I've been subscribing to the channel for a while now, and I use Soapy Guard skins.
That's what I'm talking about, man. He rolling with a skin is like it's pretty much going naked with your phone. Just go naked, man.
It is.
Go naked.
It is. Desmond, what's up, Desmond?
How you doing?
13 Pro Max is my first and only iPhone, but the Watch Ultra is hands down more enjoyable to me than the phone is. Okay.
Now that is an interesting watch. Have you tried it?
I haven't. Only because I do not like to wear watches.
Really?
Yeah. And I've tried. I've bought like every Apple Watch up to the 7 from the Apple Watch 3, and I tried to force myself to use them. And I've made content on watches, like Google sent me the Pixel Watch, and I made like content on stuff, but I just can't. The only time I wear watches is if I go to a wedding, and I haven't been to a wedding in years, so I don't wear watches. I just don't do it.
Really, man, that's interesting.
Yeah, I can't do
it. I like smartwatches because you can buy one smartwatch, and if you do it right, if you pull it off right, you can have like 12 watches with
Yeah.
one smartwatch.
Trey says, why not later cases? I could tell you why. Later cases are good. Patakas are better. Where do you think Lou got his cases from? There was a whole issue when Lou started later case. He used to review Pataka cases. Before Lou started later case, he reviewed Pataka cases. And then he came out with his own case. And what do they look like? Pataka cases. They're the exact same case, except for the branding on them. And the only difference is Pataka has the magnetic MagSafe inside of their case, where Lou does not do that. But the original aramid fiber cases are Pataka.
I do remember seeing some stuff about that, man.
Yeah, they got a whole video of going back and forth between Pataka and Unbox Therapy about their cases when he started later case, because it was just a complete ripoff of Pataka cases.
So did they both get them from the same OEM?
They must, because when for instance, what phone do I have? So you can go on AliExpress and you can buy aramid fiber cases right now that are almost identical to Lou Later's case and Pataka cases for $20.
How much are those later cases?
Later cases around $50-$60.
Oh, damn.
Depending on what phone. If you have an older phone, they'll be a little cheaper. And the same with Pataka cases. They're like $69-$70. But you can go on to AliExpress and buy the exact same case for the most part for $20. The only difference is, again, Pataka has the MagSafe connection on the inside of the case, is that magnet. But whenever Pataka doesn't sell it, like Pataka doesn't make pixel cases for Google phones. So I would go on AliExpress and I would buy them for $20.
Gotcha.
CH says Pataka makes the best smartphone cases in my opinion.
I don't know about these cases. The only case manufacturers I know of are like Caseology, UAG. What else is there? Of course, Spigen.
Yeah, Pataka blows them all away, bro.
What was that?
Pataka blows them all away.
Never really heard of them. I'm gonna have to research this.
BJ, yes, I do have affiliate. I can send you an affiliate link for the Apple Watch. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. CH says, some of them are so lazy they just CC a bunch of yeah, they do. I've seen that before too, and I've been on emails with you before where they'll just CC, you'll see 50 names up there.
Oh yeah. Hey, YouTuber, we love your content.
We love your content. I'm a big fan. And then they'll say some shit like, we can give you a free product and you can get more subscribers. Can we? I can get more subscribers from your diapers or your cologne.
Hey, okay, I saw something about some AirPods. Okay, there it is. Do you know of anyone who uses Android phones but prefers AirPods to use with that Android phone?
I actually do that all the time. I use my AirPods Pro 2 at the gym with my Fold.
So what, as far as the ecosystem experience, what are you missing out on?
Just on an iPhone, you can go in. There's it's not an app. It's actually in the settings menu on an iPhone, but you can go in and you can change some things where you can't do that. You don't have that available on an Android device. So all you have on an Android device are the touch controls, like the squeeze controls on the AirPods Pro. Whatever works out of the box is all you can do on an Android device. But on an iPhone, you can go in and you can change things up a little bit. It's not like a very great thing that they have, but you can change some things up. You can turn, spatial audio on and off. You can do Find My and shit like that. You can't do that on an Android device.
Hey, I did see earlier today that if you use the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 on the OnePlus phone, I didn't see any other features, but I did notice that you have the spatial audio there. If you use it,
how was it?
Oh, it's great. I love it. But if you take those same earbuds, so OnePlus doesn't really have an app for their earbuds. It's something called My Sound. And if you download that app to on a Samsung device or whatever, you get the features. You can toggle the ANC and stuff and change the buttons, but you don't get spatial audio.
I wonder. So is that just specific to the phone then?
I'm starting to believe it now because I don't have a bunch of phones to test with, but it's kind of native to the OnePlus phone. where it's because I don't even have the actual app on my OnePlus phone. And this is actually kind of annoying. To get to the settings for the earbuds, I have to go into Bluetooth and then click the device and then more settings for the device. And then it takes me into that. And then it's
That's
like 3 steps to get to the EQ.
That's how it is on an iPhone, though. On an iPhone, you have to go into settings, and then in Bluetooth to the right, there's like a little blue circle, and then you click on that blue circle, and that's where you go in and find all the settings for your AirPods.
Yeah, that's not okay. They need to do better. That should be super accessible.
Yeah. I mean, it should be.
Yeah.
Look, and Apple does it. See, this is what I don't understand about Apple. Apple does that. They made an app because they own Beats, right? So like the Beats Fit Pro and the new Beats Buds that Apple makes, they gave us an app for Android and for an iPhone, and it works great. I don't understand why they don't do that with AirPods.
Huh.
BJ's talking about the earphone. These are the earphone Air Pro 3.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, he's talking about the new earphone.
Odd. See, I'm a little dyslexic because I'm seeing air.
CH got a good question for you, bro. It's not for me because I can't afford them.
Okay, man, Colin, I hate to disappoint you, but I will not be doing any video content on those headphones.
I would like to.
That's up there, homie.
Yeah, they're way out of them. That's like buying a phone.
It really is.
Yeah, he broke a dummy phone. He did. You broke a dummy phone,
dude.
And then
if
you put it.
I was going to do it, it would be me. I was just dropping that bitch, man. It was bound to happen.
Desmond said,
the case though, the case worked for like 6 drops. And
what case was it? What case were you using? So we know not to buy the case because we broke a dummy phone. So whatever case it was, don't buy that shit because it broke a dummy phone.
Man. I can't tell you what that was. Hey,
I'm gonna go comment on that video. Tell me what it was.
You cannot drop your phone 6 times in a row on the same corner. That's all I'm saying. If you do it, then that's on you.
That's funny as hell. Evan, see you later, bro. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Evan.
Tim, you see Tim? Is Tim coming to your stuff?
I've never seen Tim. How you doing, man?
Tim is an OG here, man. Tim, I see Tim everywhere. Everywhere. Tim, you got to go check out Antwan.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Hey Melody. Oh, the OnePlus app. Oh, I have heard of that actually. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
All right, there you go. Tim said, "What's up?
What's going on, man? I'm gonna have to look for this guy from now on."
So OnePlus Buds 2, they were good?
They are my new dailies. From the moment I put them in my ears, I'm not a stick earbud guy. Never have been. I've always hated them just because of the way they look.
Yeah.
And even though they're good, like all the other ones I would see, like the Liberty Pros and stuff like that, they're great. I just don't want to wear them because I don't like the way they look. I stuck those OneBuds Plus Pro 2, whatever, in my ears. And I was like, damn, that sounds good. And then they were just comfortable and they just worked well. And I was like, I like the color. I like this whole aesthetic. I'm gonna rock some stick earbuds. This is my new thing. And they just never left my ears.
I haven't tried them and I probably won't because I don't think I'm going to buy them. But I did have the first ones. The first ones were legit too. I don't know if you tried the first ones. The first ones were really good.
I never got a chance to try them out.
Yeah, I'm sure the second ones are amazing because the first ones were really, really
what was
good.
special about the first set?
They sounded incredible. The controls were great. The ANC was good. Like everything was just good about them.
Okay.
They look, as far as I remember, I don't have any more. I sold them, but as far as I remember, they look exactly like the ones that you had in your video today.
Yeah, that's what I've seen on like Amazon and stuff. So I'm wondering what the difference really is. Are they selling us the same stuff they gave us last year?
What's your battery? What was the battery life on those?
6 and 8, or no, 6 and 9. 6 with the ANC off, 9 with it on. But
Yeah, I'm sure. So 9 with ANC off, and then 6 with ANC on.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm sure that's much better than the ones. I'm sure it was like 3 and 5 on last gen.
I haven't really. The only time I really get to put my earbuds to the test is, I guess when I travel or something like that. And this actually was a very eye-opening thing. So when CES didn't really count because that was just a flight with my Sony XM5 headphones. But when I went to New York, I actually got to put both items to the test. This video did not do well, and I wish it would have, because it tells a story about how us as YouTubers, when we get so many products in, we only get to use it for, so many minutes, maybe a day or so. And then the next thing is coming in, and, you got to take it out of your ears now, or, stop
Yeah.
using it because you got the next thing. But the Sony XM5 headphones are my headphones, and the Sony XM4 earbuds were my earbuds. So I took both of those to New York with me. On the plane and around the airport, I was using the headphones, and the calls were great. The comfort was great. Just listening to music was great. Everything was great about those headphones. Then when it was time for me to get out on the streets and walk around and stuff, I'm spending hours walking. Like, you're in Philly, right?
Right next to Philly. I'm in Jersey, but right next to Philly.
Oh, okay. I don't know how much walking y'all do there, but there's a lot of walking going on in New York. And I'm talking 3-4 hours of walking. And I got both of these earbuds in my ear. I got it connected to my Samsung watch, and the phone. I'm getting directions, and I'm just doing everything. And I'm really, like, at home, the only time I use those earbuds is like when I'm, in the morning, at the table or something like that, catching a phone call, doing a Zoom, just usage for, like, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour, right? Just doing some stuff around the house or around my neighborhood. I don't walk around with them all day. It wasn't until I went to New York where I had those earbuds in my ears all freaking day. And I realized how good they actually were, because when I'm walking, they're playing music at a low volume. I'm getting my directions, and I have ANC on. Like, you can't hear your outside surroundings. But as soon as I got to a crosswalk, like a second later, you can hear them open up, and you can hear the traffic. You can hear the people. So you can see which way, look both ways, fool, before you get run over.
Yeah.
Then as soon as you start walking again, that ANC kicks on. The music is with you again. And it just made me feel like, damn, these things are really working hard as I go through my day. And that's why I started loving them even more. And the same thing with the headphones, they behave the same way. But the battery life, you get about 3, when you're using them like I was, I'm talking 3 hours, and then they're asking for a recharge. And it
On
doesn't
the
take long
headphones
to
or the
charge them
earbuds?
up. What was that?
On the headphones or the earbuds?
The earbuds, the XM4 earbuds.
Yeah.
It was about 3 hours, and then both of them were screaming for a recharge. So I put them in the case for like 10, 15 minutes, and I was good for another couple hours. But so battery life is actually pretty terrible when you have everything turned on. But
Yeah.
man, they just work. They just move with you, and that's what I liked about them, because they're not the best sounding earbuds. I mean,
No,
they
they're
sound
not.
great.
Do you know I hated those earbuds?
So did I.
Hated them.
What did you hate about them?
They made my ears bleed.
Because of the sound or the
No,
structure?
the size. They're
Yes.
massive.
They're freaking huge. That was my main complaint when I first got them, was that it was just straight up pain.
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't worth the sacrifice.
Yeah.
So my friend in California, his name is Brandon Walsh. He does TVs. He does a lot of videos on TVs. He said, man, give him another shot. Maybe you'll get a good, set of views. I was like, you know what? I think I will. So I ordered them again. And then I put them in my ears. I was like, I'm just going to endure this until I like it. And next thing you know, my ears, they must have got used to the pain, like.
Can't do it, dude. Hell no.
Because that was it. It was the pain. And I changed out those ear tips too, because those ear tips are garbage. As a matter of fact, I finished up a video yesterday. I'll probably put it out early next week about my wish list for the Sony XM5 earbuds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to be smaller, because look, the XM3s were just as bad fit wise.
They hit the nail on the head when they made the Link Buds S. They're the perfect size, and it's like they're just as good as the XM4 earbuds.
I think they're better.
They're just lacking a couple of features. So
they sound better, in my opinion.
Think so? I think it's placebo because of the pain.
It's good. I just have a hate for the XM4s.
I don't blame you, man. But those actually became my favorite earbuds. Like, I put away my sound cores and everything else I was using, and I was like, it was just because I made them more comfortable with those ear tips, and then the way they function just nailed it for everything else.
That's what I want. What are your go-to headphones right now? Are the XM5s?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have you tried the AirPods Max?
No.
Never. Interesting. Why? Just because of the price? They're crazy expensive?
And initially, yes, it was the price. I thought it was stupid. It was like during COVID, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, everybody's out of work. Why are they selling this shit? Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna buy it, right? I was actually mad at Apple for releasing them.
Yeah, they're expensive. They are overpriced. They're not worth 600.
Yeah. But also because back then I didn't even have an iPhone. And, you know, with Apple stuff, I just assume that you will not get the right experience if you don't use it with an iPhone. That's why I asked you about those AirPods.
Yeah.
The
It's
AirPods.
it's similar with the AirPods Max, but I can straight up tell you the AirPods Max are fire headphones. Like
As far as what?
legit. Like build quality is on par with anything out there. The build quality is actually very impressive. They're a little heavy because they're made out of like steel, but the build quality is impressive. Sound quality and ANC, transparency mode, and microphones are on a whole different level. Like they're just that good. They're worth easily 450. They're not worth 600, but 450 all day long. All day. I bought them twice and I sold them twice, and I'm probably going to buy another pair because you can get them now on eBay used for like $300.
So why you keep getting rid of them?
Because I'm an idiot.
So here's the thing: you got rid of those headphones twice. You just told me how great they were in those aspects. So this takes me back to the Sony XM4 earbuds. I say in several videos that they are not the best I've ever heard, and that still stands true. But why did I keep using them?
Yeah.
It's because of the other stuff that compensates for not sounding. They sound good. They're just not the best.
Yeah.
So all that other stuff that they do compensates for not sounding as good as maybe a Bang & Olufsen.
So the other things that they do very well, and you use those, right? You're using those whenever you use the earbuds. So it's worth it to you to have your ears bleed and to be a little uncomfortable. It's worth it. I guess it's worth it.
You know, and that's the funny thing, man, because I see it in the comments. People always say like their earbuds, their headphones, it's all about sound. Nothing else matters. I call bullshit on that because I was that way with the Sony earbuds at first. I didn't care what they did. I didn't care how good the ANC was. I didn't care how they looked. Those some guns hurt. So I yanked them out of my ears. Like if they're not comfortable, I don't care how good they sound.
Yeah.
But once I got them to be comfortable, they sounded good, just not the best. So all the other tricks and stuff that they do compensated for everything else. Then when you take something like the Bang & Olufsen's or the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, those are the best ones I've ever heard. How come I don't use them? It's because they don't do nothing. They just go in your ears and play music, and that is all. I need more.
That's why I love these things.
What is that? Oh, the AirPods?
AirPods Pro 2. Like they just do everything really well. They're not the best at everything, but they're fantastic at everything.
There you go. You get it. You understand.
Yeah. Like ANC on here is excellent. Transparency mode is the best in the game. Microphones, the best in the game. Sound quality, it's good. That's it. Battery life is good.
I'm gonna have to try these things out.
They're really good. They're not
walking around with these things in my ears, man.
I know you don't like stem styles, but you're using stem styles now.
I know, but they're not white though. I'm gonna be part of that clique.
That's pretty racist.
Part of that clique.
It's pretty racist, bro.
I'm just saying.
That's pretty racist. Let me say it too. That's pretty racist. They're not white. They're not white. I can get you. I'll put a skin on them. They do make skins for these.
But see, that's one of the things I hate about Apple. Apple will make a phone as beautiful as the iPhone with 6 different colors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why are the AirPods white?
It's annoying as hell. It's very annoying.
No other color. Seriously,
I've been asking for matte black AirPods for years because I started my channel reviewing AirPod clones that were matte black.
Everybody has wanted a matte black or a pink or a purple or a blue or a red.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they do that. You know why they do it? I understand why they do it. You know why they do it?
I don't actually.
Branding. If you are walking around with little white sticks hanging out of your ears, that means you are wearing Apple AirPods, and people know. And so they say, I want to go buy some too.
It's a fashion thing. And it's funny because I run into non-techies all the time and I talk to them about it, that are using AirPods and they think they are the absolute best earbuds. Like even in sound quality. And I'm like telling them like, those things sound like shit, right? Like they're terrible. Like they do not, and they're rocking like the AirPod 2s. Like,
Oh man.
and I'm like, you know, those are fucking trash when it comes to sound. And they're like, what are you talking about? They sound good. I'm like, all right, here, listen to these.
But
And
like I said, it was that culture that turned me off initially, and that's part of it. That the white stem sticking out of your ear means you're part of the culture, and I can't stand it.
it's a fashion statement to a lot of people.
I told you, I just don't buy into it.
I agree. I like them because of, well, you know, they were like the first earbuds, and I might be wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, these were the first earbuds that had transparency. Right? Was there anything? I think they were the first ones that had transparency mode on them, so I needed them for work, and that's why I started rocking them.
I'll tell you what, man, if they were going to improve on anything on earbuds, like sound quality is sound quality. Like I think we're there, you know, like
Yeah.
it's kind of like the camera thing. Like how much more camera does a phone need, right? But the things that I hope companies really just focus on is transparency. When you have the ear tip sticking in your ear, I have not heard one that sounds natural because you got something sticking in your ear. So that actually sounds natural.
Natural.
I got to try those. But do they have tips that stick in your ear?
They do.
The silicone tip? Okay, I definitely got to try them.
The AirPods, not now. The AirPods 1, 2, and 3 don't have tips. The AirPods Pro and the AirPods Pro 2 have the silicone tips.
Okay, I got to check that out. Transparency and of course call quality. Those are the two things that I think that need the most work on every set of earbuds.
Yeah, I would agree.
The Buds 2 Pro, the OnePlus ones,
yeah,
those are up there, and that's part of why I'm like they're my new dailies, is because those two things are actually up to speed. But I think instead of everything else they throw in the earbuds, like focus on those two things and nail it. Kind of like the phones with the cameras. Like we get it, cameras have been great since when did cameras like kind of become amazing on phones?
In the Apple world, I would say all the way back. I mean, iPhone 8 Plus, even probably before that, 7 Plus, iPhone 7, 6S Plus. I mean, back then we thought the 6S Plus was taking amazing pictures, and then it just got better year over year. And now we're at a point where, I mean, even budget devices now take good photos.
So where are we at? Where are we talking? 2000,
2012,
13, 14?
Probably like 14, probably
Okay.
around 2014.
So that's like 9 years, bro. We've been having great cameras, and they've been evolving them ever since and getting better. Now Samsung is shooting freaking feature films with
That's what I mean. Like
camera.
we can literally go out front and take pictures of the moon.
Yeah. But if you think about it, man, who does this stuff? You know, they're shooting feature films with the camera, demonstrating the video quality of it. That's great. But who's buying this phone? You're gonna have some mom or dad at their kid's softball game or baseball game. You know,
They're just point and shoot. Just point and shoot. That's it. Just clicking. Just pulling it right out your pocket and then taking a picture. They're not going into pro mode. They're not doing any of that shit. They're just pointing and shooting and
It is
expecting.
uploaded into the cloud or on Facebook with absolutely no organization to it at all. You're gonna see it on your feed until it disappears, and then you'll get it in a memory.
That's it. Nobody cares about that other shit, man.
Yeah. So improve on other things like the battery. Like I don't care about the camera if it's dead, you know, in 3 hours. You know?
I think battery life has gotten a lot better lately.
It's gotten better, but man, I'm telling you, I have not experienced battery life. Like the best battery life I've had on a phone up until this OnePlus was the Fold 4. That phone was pretty hard to kill.
Oh, you didn't get the 13 Pro. You had the 13 Pro Max, didn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't really use it like that.
That's 2-day battery life on that thing.
Is it really?
2-day battery life on that thing.
I don't know. So I've thrown out some misinformation there.
But
use that phone like that.
The Fold has decent battery life. Like the Fold gets me through a day because the phone's my main device right now, and that gets me through a day.
I'm shocked at how good that battery life is on that phone because of the screens.
Yeah.
But the OnePlus, dude, I'm telling you, it was shocking to me. So the first day I filled it up, it was like 9 a.m. Filled it up to 100%. And it was like, I don't know, 9:20 or so. And I looked at it and it was still at 100%. I was like, is something wrong with this phone?
You broke it.
Because I wasn't on it. But usually when a phone just sits there, it will drain like 2%, right?
Yeah.
Especially from 100. So I go throughout the day and I'm noticing that the battery is just not moving. And then I go to bed and it's like at, I don't know, 54%. I wake up, it's in the 40s still. And then by 9 o'clock the next morning, I'm still at like 30%. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. So I let it get down to 15. And then I finally used that charger again. I was like, I want to see how fast this thing charges up because I remember talking to Tyler at CES talking about how fast he can charge the phone. So I brought up my Samsung phone, the timer on it, put it next to the OnePlus from 15% battery to 100% battery, 22 minutes and 16 or yeah, 22 minutes, 16 seconds.
It's crazy. So
This go ahead.
OnePlus is known for that because I have, because of the OnePlus 10 Pro here, the charger that I use around the house is the OnePlus chargers because they come with, I think the one that I have is like a 45-watt charging brick.
Okay.
And that thing charges, even the OnePlus 10 Pro charges up in about 30 minutes to 100%.
That's crazy. I was telling my wife, I was like, girl, because my wife is always jacking around in the kitchen when she's supposed to be getting ready for work, and she's always running late. So I told her, you can, by the time you get out of bed, go jack around in the kitchen and figure out what you're gonna wear for the day. This phone is already charged up. Like, and imagine like going to sleep, you forget to charge your phone. You wake up,
You don't even have to charge it anymore at night.
Yeah.
There's no
Matter of fact, I don't charge it at night. I charge it every morning before I leave, and it takes about 20 minutes to 100%. It's crazy.
So battery life, right? What else can they improve? Battery life, cameras. They're going to keep improving cameras, no matter what we say. They're going to keep improving.
They gotta just make resources for the R&D of the cameras. We're done. I'm so sick of cameras on phones. They are good.
There's not much else they can do.
Battery life. The screen is done.
Yeah, screens are perfect. Screens are great.
Performance is done. Like we got multitasking.
But think about this. We thought the same thing 10 years ago. But we've always thought this with tech, like any kind of tech. Think about when you were a kid and you were playing like Nintendo. I remember playing Nintendo back in the day, saying to myself, they will never get these graphics any better. These are the best graphics I've ever seen. And then when I'm using the iPhone 4, this is the greatest phone ever made. How can they make this any better? And they just keep doing it.
The next big thing is in your hands. It's the fold. So instead of improving cameras or making better screens as far as like the candy bar screen, improve on this new technology, which is the folding screen. Or hell, make the phone last as long as it should, but let's do some of that shit we see in the movies. Like you got this clear phone, you know what I mean?
Yes. See-through phone.
Yeah,
yes.
Man.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. And
I want Iron Man.
I want to do that Tony Stark shit. Yeah, exactly. Where he pulls up and I can throw the shit into the air and have like the video like a hologram.
Yeah, man, they out here making better cameras when we want to, we want to do the Iron Man stuff.
Yeah, I want some Iron Man shit. You know that's coming though. Eventually, I might be dead by the time that shit comes out, but it's coming.
Hey, okay, so I still have to do kind of a video about the PlayStation 5 because I'm so just overwhelmed by gaming now. I'm just gonna tell the story about me and my gaming. I'm 43 years old. My last console was the PlayStation, like PlayStation. And the last like real game I played was like NBA Live 98 or some shit, right? So
a long time ago, dude. That's a long time ago.
That's a long fucking time. So I literally stopped gaming, right? I don't know why. I just stopped at that point, like 98, 99. Then Stadia comes out. Because I was playing games on my phone like Need for Speed and shit. But then Stadia comes out and I was like, this is cool. I don't have to buy a console. I can do this cloud gaming. I can just do whatever I want to anywhere, anytime. I liked it. And that's what got me back into gaming. And I thought I would never own a PlayStation or an Xbox because I don't need to. And so Stadia shut down and that pretty much forced my hand into buying a console because now I'm addicted, right, to gaming. So
are you gaming on that projector still?
Dude, I'm killing it on the projector and the bedroom TV. So here's the thing. When I was playing on Stadia, I played Tomb Raider. I played Resident Evil, the one with the nice thick lady. What's her name?
Now
You
we
know the
talking
new
about
Resident Evil.
is a girl in the brown pants in the Resident Evil game. That's what we talking
Yes,
about. Just another
that's her.
booty
That's her.
in the Resident Evil game.
Wasn't there Lady Damascus or something like that? I don't know. Anyways, I played some good games, right? But I was playing over the cloud, so it wasn't coming in like PlayStation 5 quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the graphics and stuff. It
yeah.
was coming in good enough for a novice gamer like myself. But then I get this PlayStation 5 and I'm just like taken aback by the graphics because like once you hook it up to a TV, you know, the projector was great because it's big, but once you
Right.
hook it up to like a 4K or 8K TV with HDR, it is freaking mind blowing. I've been playing The Last of Us, and it's like a movie. You are
Yeah.
controlling the movie, and I'm just taken aback by how far. Because you got to remember, the last time I really gamed was in 1999, the year of our Lord,
And
1999.
NBA Live, you were playing like 2K. You playing NFL 2K back then.
I never played that. I didn't
You
get that far.
You playing Tecmo Bowl, bro.
Yes, Tecmo Bowl. That's me.
Yeah,
That's me
Tecmo
all
Bowl.
day with Bo Jackson.
Yeah, and LT on defense. I'm coming after you with LT, bro. Can't stop him. Can't stop
Yes, man. So we're talking about a jump, man, from NBA Live 98 and Madden 98 all the way to what we have now. Can you imagine what kind of shock I'm in right now?
It's a big difference.
We're talking graphics, we're talking about the capability. Because I got the PlayStation that downloads the game. I don't have the one that uses the
the
hard drive.
digital one.
Yeah. So this is all amazing to me. So I just wanted to talk about my experience on a video, but you just got it today. Like this is crazy where we are. So when we talk about how technology moves and how we think, oh, this is the best it's ever gonna get, I didn't know it was gonna get that good when it came to gaming, man. It is, man, gaming has come a long way.
So speaking of tech, have you tried VR?
Only on I still have the Samsung Note 7
With the
and that's
Gear
when it came
VR?
with the VR thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I tried. Yeah. I
You
do
have
want to get a
you have
Quest.
the Note 7?
I still got that bitch.
You motherfucker. Yo, I've been trying to buy a Note 7 forever. You can't
And I
buy
never updated, so I didn't get the whole half
one.
battery shit.
Didn't
It
blow
still
up on
turns
you.
on. No, man, mine's a good one.
Damn it. I was thinking about
when
buying.
that happened. You couldn't even get on an airplane.
Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And I was happy because I was an Apple fanboy back then.
Ah, you hater.
So I was like, yes.
You hater.
No.
Oh man.
I was a hater back then. CH says, I think Mastering Dynamics makes some of the best earbuds and headphones. What do you think about that?
He told me about those before.
I've never used them. I know they're great, but I've never used them because I just can't afford them. I got to pick and choose.
And then there's that. You know, when you start getting into earbuds that sound that good, you got to come out of your pocket, man. You're going to have to pull a little bit out of the 401k. You know?
but that's where I think technology will improve also in headphones and earbuds, because now we're getting, 2 years ago, $40 earbuds were straight trash, like terrible. Now we're getting $40, $50, $60 earbuds that are amazing.
Okay, so that's a good question. You got me now I got two questions in my head. First is about like the earbuds. So you got these $40 or $50 earbuds that sound amazing, and they do a lot of the things that, you know, the more expensive lineups will do, such as the Sonys in the, you know, $200 to $300 range. You will not get certain things like the quality or the effectiveness of the ANC. You won't get AI, you know, that turns it on and off without you even knowing.
Yeah.
But you do get a lot of high quality lifestyle features. So what is the difference between a $40 or $50 earbud versus a $250 earbud? What do you think that is?
It's not much right now. We're at a point right now where they're neck and neck. Like the Earfun Air Pro 3 that I just reviewed, they have everything. They have gaming mode. They have an app with a customizable EQ. They have presets that you can go in and do. They have really good ANC. Now the transparency mode on there is kind of like mid-range, like just okay. But so that's where they sacrificed a little bit. Battery life is excellent. It has high-res audio. Like we are at a point where they can compete with $200 earbuds. Like these $50 earbuds. Now retail they're $79, but they're on sale for $59 right now. But even at $79, they can compete with a lot, not all, but a lot of $200 to $250 earbuds, and probably beat them in some things.
Okay, so
Because
that brings me.
It's not $70 ANC. This is like $200 ANC on these earbuds.
Okay, now you're making a lot of sense, and that brings me to a series of videos I did over the summer with comparing JBL's Bluetooth speakers to Soundcore's Bluetooth speakers. I'm a Samsung, a Soundcore fanboy, right? I'm also a JBL fanboy. So JBL speakers, in my opinion, have always been a little overpriced.
Yeah.
But they can command that price because of what they give you. Soundcore stuff is sometimes I think underpriced, but then you think it's fair because of the way it's built. It sounds great, but when it comes to speakers and stuff, when you put one in your hand versus the other, you start to understand where that extra money comes from, as far as build quality. And then sometimes you can hear it in the details, with the music. You get deeper bass at higher volumes, or, when you turn up the volume, you don't, the highs don't start screeching at you and stuff like that. There's just like the fine details. So I'm just trying to figure out where this money goes, because I've got a $500 JBL Bluetooth speaker sitting in one hand, and then I got a $189 Soundcore speaker sitting in the other hand. And it's like, all right, they both sound great. They don't sound the same. This one looks like this. This one is made out of this materials. What are we doing here? Where's the price going?
It really depends on, we know where they're sacrificing, right? Build quality, but what are you willing to give up? Like, is it worth it for you to spend almost another $300 for a speaker that has maybe a little more clarity and better build quality?
For some people, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. And I always say everything is worth what somebody's willing to pay.
Yeah, yeah.
Is what it is, man.
I would agree. And then you have you tried the Tribit speakers?
We talked about this. Fuck that company.
We did talk about it. Yeah, we did.
You keep talking about it. I'm gonna listen, but you really don't want me to start talking.
I know. We won't go there. I don't want to bring up your subject. But that like cuts that in the middle to me. Like that's like, it's a little more pricey than Soundcore, and it's built better than the Soundcore speaker, and it sounds better than the Soundcore speaker. But it's around the same price range. It's just a little better. But when you compare it to the JBL, it's still, I think audio wise, it's probably just as good as the JBL speakers.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've never heard it.
Like I said, you want me to send it to you, man?
Hey, man, we got off to a great start. Let's keep it on that trajectory, okay?
CH says the LG V60 was the ultimate battery king. I never used an LG phone, ever.
Me either. I wanted to, but I was stuck on Samsung.
Yeah, and I was stuck on Apple.
I wish they would have kept making phones. Why did they shut that program down? Were they really not selling enough?
They couldn't have made money. They had to be losing money. A lot of these companies are losing money with phones, but they must have been, in the red a lot.
LG is a finicky company, man. Real finicky with everything except home appliances and TVs. Like, you can rely on LG to always be there for you as far as making new products when it comes to a TV, a TV or a home appliance. Everything else is hit or miss whether that lineup is going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tough, man. On these streets, on these tech streets out here. BJ says Master Dynamics is one brand I've not tried that I'd eventually like to pick up. Yeah, they're expensive.
You're going to have to go into that 401k for that.
You got to dip in your pockets, bro. Dip in them pockets. Nivik, what's up, Nivik? Do you have problem Bose 700 and Sony XM5? Please, what do you mean problems? Like, are you asking which one is better, or if you choose one between Bose or Sony, overall features? What do you think? I never tried the Bose, so I can't answer that.
So the only time I've ever tried the Bose was in the store. I was in Best Buy. They had Bose on this side of the aisle, Sony on this aisle. And I went in there to buy the Sonys because I wanted them, the XM5. So I just went back and forth, A/B testing on A and C, because I wanted the strongest A and C. And of course, naturally, I walked out with the Sonys. That's why I keep talking about them, because the Bose were just not comfortable. They they felt like they were on my ears, and I didn't like that. Where the Sonys just kind of they just laid there, and the ANC was stronger. As far as features, I'm not sure, man. Sony has a nice suite of features. I've kind of talked about it with how they just kind of do certain things without you having to worry about it. I don't know if Bose actually has that. When I tried their latest earbuds, it that wasn't the case. They did not do all that stuff.
The XM5s, I use the X. I sold them because whenever I feel like I need money, I sell everything. But so I had the XM5s and they were great. I loved them, but I had the XM4s too. So I decided to keep the XM4s because I like that design better.
Yeah.
And so I sold the XM5s. But Nivik, the XM5s are fantastic. If you want a great pair of headphones, XM5s all day. All
So
day.
would you still choose the AirPod Max over the XM5s?
That is a close one. I think I have a video comparing the two. I would say that the AirPods Max have better transparency mode. They have better ANC. They have better, or ANC, I would say was damn close, but they have better transparency mode. They have better microphones, better build quality. And I would say the XM5 sound better, but that would be close too.
I'm gonna start an argument with you on this because let's start with build quality. I've had some headphones that had spectacular build quality because they had metal. Those things were heavy, and so they start to hurt after a while, like either top of your head or.
That's what's good about the AirPods Max. The way they're built, they're heavy and you can feel them, but the way they're built, that top part, you don't ever feel the metal on your head. There's like I don't know what it's made of. I don't remember. There's a band on top. Yeah, that mesh on top. That's what touches your head. You never feel the metal ever.
Okay.
And they're comfortable. And the ear cups on them.
Weight. So the weight doesn't get to you?
No, because the clamp force is strong. So you're not feeling it sitting on top of your head. You're feeling it clamped.
So that's what I'm getting at as far as comfort. So you have the weight factor. So that's mitigated by the clamping force, but now you got a different type of discomfort.
A different force.
So
to me, it's not a lot though.
And then also I've heard that the ANC is kind of like what you would get with Bose as far as the cabin pressure. So is it so strong that you get cabin pressure?
I've never felt that. I've heard that too. No, I've heard that from a few people online. I've never experienced it.
Okay, because that's a big trade-off for me, because that's why I like Sony's ANC is because it's comfortable, I guess you would say.
Yeah. And I've never experienced it.
Okay. I gotta try this stuff out, man. You're gonna have me crossing over to the dark side, doing things in 2023 I never imagined I'd do.
I did it, bro. I went to your side. I went to the Samsung side.
That's because you were making the right choice. I'm not doing that. Like,
I don't know if that's what happened. I don't know. I think we're making shit up at this point. Nivik says, "Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome,
man.
Problem is Bose 700. There is a hissing sound.
I don't remember that. I can't attest to that.
Yeah, I don't know. But what time is it? We've been streaming for almost 2 hours.
Hour and 45 minutes. I can see it there, man.
Yeah. So we'll probably stream for another 5 minutes, then we're gonna wrap it up.
That'll work.
And what else? What is the next video you're dropping?
Let me look on my little board over here. Let me see. Hey, it's either gonna be the PS5 experience from a new gamer or the Sony XM5, Sony WF 1000 XM5 wish list. It's either gonna be one of those.
The earbud wish list.
Yeah, but tomorrow, for those of you who are watching, stay tuned because I got a OnePlus Buds versus Sony XM4 video coming tomorrow.
That's a win for the OnePlus Buds all day.
Yeah, all day.
Even the original OnePlus Buds will beat those.
I am biased. I hate it because it's literally for like 6 months plus I've been using these Sonys, man, and just after one use, they just went into my nightstand. It never came back out. It's like, okay, I'm done here.
Yo, CH makes a good point. Have you tried these?
No, that looks like a Sony name.
The WH950. Yeah, those
No,
are really
is
good
that
headphones.
new?
Yeah, they're new. They just came out. I dropped a video on them last week. They're legit headphones.
Oh, I do remember seeing those. Yeah, Edifier don't really rock with me like that either no more. I got love for Edifier. They just ain't got love for me.
But
I've had a lot of falling outs with these companies, man.
But those are some legit headphones for real.
Edifier. I don't think Edifier has ever made a bad product, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I would agree. Actually, I would agree.
They make good stuff.
Same with Soundcore at this point. Everything Soundcore drops is pretty, like, recently over the last 2 years. Everything, even the Soundcore frames, were legit.
Man, I'm so heartbroken about those. I don't think the people gave them a chance.
I would agree.
Those
did they discontinue them?
They're discontinued.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, I don't know how they improve on it except making like something sound better.
No, they were great. I still have them here. I have them. They're still great.
Well, I was wearing them even like with the actual just the clear lenses. I was wearing them indoors until I had to wear fucking glasses.
Until you got old.
Until I got old. That one day I got old. Yeah.
You're old as hell, man. You old. Mark, great stream, Jeff and Antwan. Thanks, brother. Mark, how you doing, bro? Let me know how you're doing, man. I hope you're doing okay. Praying for you.
I appreciate you being around, Mark.
Yeah, Mark's always around, bro. He's everywhere on everybody's stream. I see him all the time.
Hey, man. I gotta check on my guy. Oh man.
Kevin?
Yeah.
You talking about Kevin, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Kevin. He literally texted me right before the stream.
Thank you. Okay.
He texted me. I'll tell you what he said. I talk to Kevin every now and then. Kevin used to come on my streams with me and hang out.
Okay. I haven't heard from him or talked to him in a long time.
He must be doing well because he texted me and asked me about the Fold 4. So apparently he bought the Fold 4. He had a problem with it, so he returned it. And now I think today he said he got another Fold 4. And that he said, my girlfriend has an S22 Ultra, so she'll help me. Apparently his girlfriend's bringing over an S22 Ultra also. So he's kicking it. He's selling his iPhone 13 Pro, which I'm a little disappointed in. Kevin, keep the iPhone. Come on. Come on, man.
Making good decisions, man.
No, Kevin, don't listen to him. Damn it.
No, man, I'm glad he reached out to you today. So you got like a recent confirmation on him. Because I think about him often. I'm just one of those guys who like, if I reach out to you and you don't respond, I'm gonna think the worst in his situation.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, Kevin has been battling cancer for years. And he used to come around a lot more, but he now lives. Have you had an update on like where he lives? He doesn't live alone anymore.
Okay.
So he lives in like, I don't really know what it is. He kind of described it to me as like he lives with just a group of people. I don't think it's like a nursing home setup. I think it's something else. Mm-hmm. But he lives with a group of people, so he has somebody there to take care of him, I think, all the time. Mm-hmm. Which is good because, he's been battling cancer for years and, good days and bad days, but he's into tech. So he's on your streams and in your videos. He's been on mine. He's in El Jefe's videos all the time. Like he's a real one, even going through what he's going through. And Mark, same thing. Mark is always around.
Man, that is great news to hear, man. Golly. All right, Mark, you keep on fighting that good fight, man.
And I want you guys to know, Kevin, if you're listening, I don't know, you're probably sleeping, but Mark, if you're still here, don't ever give up hope because my mother has been battling stage 4 cancer for the last 4 years. Bone cancer, liver, and I think kidney. There was 3 of them, but all 4 were stage 4. She didn't go through any chemo, and she just got her scans done about a month ago, and she's cancer-free now. So it does, miracles do happen because she was stage 4 bone cancer. Like people don't come back from that. Mm-hmm. And she didn't have any chemo. She did some kind of infusion and some pills, but it wasn't chemo. And don't get me wrong, like she's weak and frail, and now she has to get her strength back. But apparently, cancer's gone for the second time. So
And
don't
that
give
is
up, Mark.
outstanding. Yeah, man. Don't give up hope. Keep fighting that fight.
And if you need anything, Mark, hit me up, bro. For real. CH says Edifier North America told me that they are cutting back significantly on their review program. Oh wow.
They started their cutbacks with me. I got love for you, Edifier. I do. Just saying though, you treat me like a bastard child.
Yo, you looked real sad when you said that. Like almost as sad as losing that bet in Vegas. Or winning that bet in Vegas.
Oh man. Oh,
I guess you
Vegas.
won the bet, right?
I won the
But
bet. Yes.
you won, but you lost.
I did not lose. I did not. I did not lose. I didn't lose anything in any sort of a way.
Vegas.
Oh man.
For
This
those
has
that
been
haven't
fun,
come,
man.
yeah, man, definitely. I appreciate you coming on, man.
CH says he's sending up the prayers for everybody. Hey man, are you still in Jamaica?
Where you at, CH?
Last time I talked to him was about 2 years ago. He lived in Jamaica.
Oh wow.
You know
What
how
else?
I found that guy?
What's up?
First time I found him, I saw him ever was in a video. Do you remember the UFO of Bluetooth UFO headphones?
Wow, you went to Bluetooth. I do remember Bluetooth, yeah.
Bluetooth was like, Bluetooth could have been Soundcore before Soundcore showed up.
Yeah, but Bluetooth went the complete opposite way.
Yeah, but they went down the toilet.
Yeah.
But they had a set of headphones called the UFOs. Them motherfuckers sounded so good. And CH Gadgets did a review on them, and it was like the cleanest, nicest review of those headphones I'd ever seen. I was like, man, this shit is good. And he made me buy them.
Nice.
That's how I ended up meeting that guy.
Was that the last Bluetooth product you ever bought?
No, that was actually the beginning, because I got the Victories and some other ones, and then Bluetooth started sending me stuff, and I was like, cool, I like your stuff. And then they stopped, but I still like their stuff. And then when I started buying it, it started getting crappy. Like,
yeah,
they just changed. Like the workmanship,
yeah,
everything just changed.
When I started YouTube, when I finally started getting to a point where companies were sending me stuff, like Bluetooth was one of the first ones that started sending me things, and they were terrible. They weren't good.
What year was this?
4 years ago. 4 years ago.
Sounds about right, because it's about 2018 is when it kind of went down. Yep. Good times.
Yeah, and they did, and yeah, like he says here, they El Jefe, yeah, they dissed El Jefe and they never recovered from it. That's right.
You know what? Okay, I remember all this now. So prior to them dissing Jeff, I actually put out a video, 2 videos talking about some headphones they put out. And at the last one, I said, okay, us, right? We're done with Bluetooth. We're going to boycott this company. I don't know why I felt like I was the leader of this shit. But I said, we're going to do this, right? Forget it. You know, fuck you. Bluetooth is a label and a crew.
Fuck them. Go on.
And I remember taking their headphones. It was the Bluetooth Victory 2. I took them outside and took a sledgehammer to them. And in slow motion, I just wailed on them, right?
Did you post that video?
It's up. It is still up.
I need to find that video.
I sent them home, man. And then I'm pretty sure right after that, that's when Hefe went ahead and, you know, posted a video about him. And I guess he said the headphones weren't that great. He wasn't mean about it.
Yeah.
He was just giving his honest opinion. They just weren't that great. And then
Which they weren't.
Yeah, he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
And then they sent him an ugly email. They sent him a nasty gram. And so then he made another video
about the email. Yeah.
And then they never recruit from it.
I haven't heard a peep from them since then, dude.
They still sell stuff, man. If you go to AliExpress, you will see lots of Bluetooth stuff, but no, not in North America.
No, they're not around here anymore. Jeff got them out.
Oh man, it's crazy how, you know, 1.5 person can just kind of whisper some stuff out into the cyberspace, and then it just wipes a company
It
out.
takes off. It could take off from there, bro. They say what was that statement they used to say? Like, no, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, that's some
Yes, it is.
bullshit. It's definitely
But then, okay, this is gonna start up some stuff. This is gonna really start up stuff. And I know you gotta leave.
no,
But
I don't have to go anywhere. I'll get another drink. We can keep going. Who else wants to come on? We can talk shit all night.
I gotta bring this up because this was back in the day, man. I don't know, I was feeling a certain kind of way about this, but there is a certain YouTuber. There were some headphones that came out. They looked identical to the Bluetooth Victories. Do you know what the Bluetooth Victories looked like? They had 12 drivers. They were huge.
I don't. Off the top of my head, no.
Well, there was a company, an American company. I guess a rapper founded the company or partnered with the company. It was a Texas rapper. And they called the company Waves KT. And they only had one product. And it was the
those
knockoff Bluetooth Victory headphones. They didn't
Wow.
have no speakers. They didn't have shit. It was just one product. It was those headphones called Waves KT. And then this big scale YouTuber has them on his channel. Okay, so previous to Waves KT, this guy, he pumped up the Bluetooth Victories because they were the shit. 12 drivers and they sounded good, had a lot of bass and everything. They were loud as hell. And they were great. And he pumped them up. But then a couple years later, maybe one or two later, these Waves KT come out, which look identical. It's just a different label. He says, these are the loudest and best I've ever heard. And everybody's like, wait a minute, these are the exact same ones. He's like, no, these are better than those. What is it? I don't even know what you're talking about. What is that?
Maybe there's a rebranded pair of the same headphones.
Yes. So it's like this guy, because it's him, it's like everybody forgets it's okay for him to lie to us.
Who was it?
I'm not saying it.
Come on, man.
People know who it is.
I don't know who it is. I need to know.
It's not hard to find out.
Tell me after the stream.
But that's what woke me up. It's okay for certain people to lie to you to your face, and you will eat it.
Fuck that it is. It's not okay. This shit is not okay.
It was like the straight up boldest face freaking lie, man. It
Who
was like
it?
obvious that he got paid big bucks to do this, right? It's just sell out all his fans. And people went and bought them. And I even had one dude try to eat me up on one of my videos, telling me that I was basically the devil because I was telling the truth about this. It was this whole debacle that was on my end, not really on his, because whatever he says is the gospel. And that's when I learned a good lesson. The bigger your numbers are, the less wrong you can ever be.
Yeah.
And people will buy anything you say.
Damn, I need to know who it is. Everybody knows who it is but me. God damn it.
So C.H. Gasser, he was there for that, man. He says everybody know who it was. He was going really hard too. He went extra heavy on this, man. He put the secret sauce all over this, man.
What was the name of the headphones?
The knockoffs, it was Waves KT, WAVS. I don't know, something like that.
Waves KT headphones. I'm gonna find it right now.
Yeah.
Talk shit about whoever it was.
And the crazy thing is, you probably ain't even gonna find but like one video on
yeah, him, huh? All right. It came right up, bro, at the top of the list.
It's like one video, right?
Top of the list, the only video on here besides the company.
That's what I'm saying.
And the rest under it are Bluetooth Victory reviews. And it's your video, bro. Your video is up here. Look, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna share the screen. Hold on.
Oh man, don't do that, man. Don't do me dirty like that.
Where is it at? Where the fuck is share screen? Here it is. Is this it? Let's see what we got here.
Oh God.
Look at that thumbnail. Look at that third thumbnail right there.
Dude, that third thumbnail. You know what? That was back in the days when I didn't use thumbnails, but I don't really think you needed a thumbnail back in those days.
Yeah, probably not. That was 6 years ago. You have 48, almost 50K subs on that, or 50K views on that video.
That's because it's been there that long.
Yeah. So it was Flossie Carter then, huh?
But it was the same packaging and everything. Like same packaging. All they did was change the name. I was like, wow. And you people are eating into this shit. You saw this shit like 6 months ago.
That's crazy.
That's like, you know what that's like? It's like, man, it's like somebody like selling you a shirt that says polo on it, right?
Mhm. And it's a knockoff?
And no, you know what a real polo is, so you wear it. It's got the real stitching and everything. And then 2 weeks later, you go to the same shop and they got another shirt that says, I don't know, polo. Okay. And but they tell you it's better than your polo.
Let me tell you something. You know that's what I do for a living, right? Like
Just
in
make
my screen
knockoff shirts.
well, my screen print shop. So I take orders from whoever, right? Whoever walks in and whoever like sends me orders. I have
Mhm.
this one customer and it's nothing but knockoff Nike.
Ah,
And everything they print is knockoff Nike shit. And it doesn't say Nike, but it's the swoosh. It's all the same designs as a Nike thing, but it never says Nike. It just they leave the Nike out, but it's all Nike knockoff shit.
that is sensational.
Yeah, it's crazy. People don't care, man. People do not care.
Oh man, that is hilarious. Hey man, you still got me on there? Because my TV just went blank.
Yeah, you're here. I got you.
Okay. I'm not sure what just happened on my end. Okay, there it's back.
You still on the stream. We've been
Yeah,
streaming
man.
for 2 hours now.
2 hours, man. But yeah, that was quite a time, man. It was quite a time. But yeah, it's been an interesting road after that. YouTube has been fun, man. It's been real fun.
Yeah, YouTube is one of the best choices I've ever made, for sure.
I would have to agree with you on that on my end.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm still a very small YouTuber, and I told you I had my channel stolen, right? The first one.
Yeah.
We talked about that, but I still love it. It's still a lot of fun, and just like going to CES, chilling with you, and meeting all the other people, like it's worth it.
Yeah, I think so. For me, it's tough because I'm not a good employee. I'm a great employee in the sense that I work hard. I have integrity, things of that nature that are good qualities to have in an employee, but I'm not a good employee up here because I know I'm better than where I'm at. So having an opportunity like YouTube allows me to just display all my creative thoughts and put it into action. And then you get paid for it. Like, where else
Yeah.
can you do this? Seriously.
It's an amazing opportunity. It really is.
Yeah. And anyone can do it.
Anyone.
Anyone. And we talked about how good these phones are. Hefe, Jeff, he
Yeah.
still, you know what? It still sticks in my head when we first got started because I think me and him started somewhere around the same time, within the same year of each other, maybe. Here I am with a regular camera. I had a Sony mirrorless camera. It was like an A6000 or something like that. So I'm using a camera. Okay. This cat is over here
Yeah.
shooting on what was his phone? Like a Google
It,
Pixel or
no, I think it was whatever it was. Not only was he shooting on an old phone, he was shooting on top of his stove.
oh
His
yeah.
the top of his stove was his table.
Yep.
I
And
think he had
didn't
like
he
a
edit on his phone too?
yeah, he did. He edited it on his
Man,
phone.
you talking about just make it work.
Yeah.
That
Well,
is a true example of just make it work.
I mean, there's a lot of creators still that are just using their phones to do everything. Josh Quinones?
That sounds familiar.
He does a lot of stuff. He was at CES too. We ran into each other quickly, but he does still to this day edits, shoots everything on his Pixel device. Everything.
The shooting, I get. Back then, the phones were good, but they're nowhere near as good as they are now. So I can understand the shooting part, but the editing, like
Yeah.
seriously,
For me,
there's
it's just too small.
yeah. I tried to edit some of my reels on the phone, and it makes me want to throw the phone against the wall. And I was using the S22. I had a freaking pen, and
Yeah,
I
I
still
couldn't do it.
is.
I don't
It's
even like
so
editing on an iPad. Like I just want to use. I got a 27-inch iMac with Final Cut Pro, and that's all I want to use. I don't even want to do it on a laptop. For me, a laptop is too small.
I agree with you. I've done it on my laptop. It's definitely doable, but I have a ultra wide screen rig set up, and that's where I do my editing. If I can't do it there, I'm gonna procrastinate doing it. I'll get
Yeah,
it done, but if I can't do it there, I won't procrastinate.
I won't do it.
So
I
kudos to
won't do it.
Jeff.
Yeah, dude.
shooting on his stovetop
His
with a
stovetop,
phone
killing it
and
too, killing
editing.
it. I
Man,
went
he
back
did.
recently. I went back recently and watched his first video.
I need to go back and watch that thing, man. I remember when I was doing my podcast, I asked him about his first video, and he told me about it. He detailed it. I was like, damn. And he was killing it back then, man. He was
He's a good
killing it.
dude, man. He's about to hit 100K soon.
Yeah. Where is he at? Like 99, 98 or something like that?
I don't think he think like last week, I think he was at like 92, so maybe
That's
94 or something.
It ain't nothing but a Google search, man. Ain't nothing but a
That's
YouTube
true.
search.
He'll be there soon. He'll be there very soon.
Hefe reviews. You know, I don't know if this is because it's like particular to everyone's feed, like each individual person's feed, but sometimes when I type in certain letters on YouTube, it'll bring up who I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And I just noticed I typed in L space J and El Jefe reviews pops up. And I'm thinking to myself, when you type in 3 letters and you come up, you doing something.
Doing something right. You're definitely doing something right. And he is.
He's got 93K. Okay.
Yeah,
Almost 94. He's doing it.
He'll be there. He
You know what?
deserves.
Here's the crazy thing, man. So YouTube is a fickle beast. I've had 100K for over a year now. And my numbers, sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're terrible. Hefe, I don't know where he was at when I hit 100K, but he's at 93. His numbers, he's always doing great work.
Yeah.
Like he never misses.
Yeah.
So does subscriber count really matter that much? I'm not sure it does.
It's views. Views matter. We know that. Like views are what get you paid. Subscriber count after a certain amount doesn't matter because we talked about this already. Like how many of your subs actually watch your videos?
Like 3%.
Like 3%. Exactly.
3%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at his video right now today, 12 hours ago. He dropped the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 video. Almost 6,000 views.
Yeah.
Bullseye every freaking time.
He does.
Every freaking time. The dude just kills it.
But he does this for a living now too. Like his job, right? Working with vidIQ.
vidIQ.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you do have kind of an edge on what you know. But still, he was doing that before he worked there.
He was. We've been doing it for longer.
Yeah, he's been El Jefe.
He's been El Jefe for years, for sure.
He's been El Jefe since El Jefe been El Jefe.
He's the one and only, bro. He's the one and only.
Oh,
BJ, you talking about these status between pros again, huh? The ANC3. Not sure why they're named that, but I guarantee that you really like. Yeah, but aren't they like, what are they? $150, $200? They're smaller than the original ones. Case included, app support, multi-point, custom EQ, plus the couple status EQ options, and sound so damn good.
So this is what's interesting about this company. Status Audio is the company that really didn't put a lot into all that other stuff, such as apps.
Yeah, it was all based on, it was just music.
Just the sound. And now they've gone mainstream, so they got to put all this stuff into their stuff. They made great stuff. I've used a few of their products, but I find it interesting that they've gone mainstream by adding all these things like custom EQs and stuff.
I wonder, they got to be around $200 for those, I would think.
They'd be worth it.
Probably.
But here's the thing. People don't want to pay that kind of money for something they're used to not paying that kind of money for with a company like Status Audio. Because Status Audio, because they didn't have that stuff, their stuff was cheaper. So that's why people said it was so great. Soundcore has got the same exact problem.
Yeah.
Sell these products that are great on the cheap. And then the moment you raise the price to something that it actually should cost, something competitive with the other big boys,
they're going to complain.
They complain.
Yeah,
but it was worth it the whole time.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. CH says, I really need to start being more consistent with my videos so that I can start growing like you guys. You and me both, man. I've been so inconsistent over the past 4 or 5 months.
I know what your problem is.
What's funny is that you really do. You absolutely know why I've been chilling.
I know what your problem is.
And wait, I mean, it's gotten worse since I left CES, dude.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, it's like
Hey man, we can't talk about this on air right now, but I
We
just want to
can't.
let you guys in the audience know that Jeff has a problem. Okay. I've been working on getting my man some help, but he's got a serious problem.
Shit.
He got a problem, man. He can't focus on his videos, man.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's a fucking problem. It's a big fucking problem. Damn it,
Oh,
man.
you stupid, man. Oh my
Big
God.
fucking
Yeah,
problem,
man, you
dude.
got a problem.
Dude, it's
You got a
every
problem
Friday,
with
Saturday,
that.
and Sunday. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Are you serious?
Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You
And
too
sometimes
old for
during the
this,
week.
man. You
I
can't.
know. I
You
know.
can't. You gonna have to go get some of them gas station pills.
I'm good. Oh shit.
You gonna be at the gas station getting the pills, man.
This reminds me, I need you to set up a meeting with me, you, and Adam.
Oh hell, I can't handle both of y'all at the
Because I
same
need to talk
time.
to Adam about his problem.
The man has a problem. You know, so here's the thing. He's got the problem that you have, but he doesn't have the problem that you have.
Got it. I understand. I understand what you're saying.
He has the same affliction
Right.
that you suffer from,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have the
He's
problem.
not hands-on, is what you're saying. He's
Yeah.
not hands-on. I get it. I get it. He's not hands-on, but he's got the problem.
Oh
He's
my
got
God.
the fever. He's got the
It's
fever.
freaking terrible, man.
It's true. It's true.
You got me here sweating. I'm laughing so hard. Golly. Oh man. That
BJ
was
says,
hilarious.
yo, that shit was funny as hell in Vegas, dude. Oh, I gotta tell you something too about that shit.
Okay.
After off air.
All right.
BJ says Heavy does really good work and definitely gonna keep yeah, Hefe, he's killing it. MPT, what up? Michael Pepper, what's up, man?
Okay, I want to read his comment. You still have to know how to structure and make well-rounded content. Hefe always has solid content. He's figured out a recipe. Yeah, I mean, he's got it bullseye every freaking time he puts out a video, and you got to respect it. I think my biggest issue is with my channel is that my content is not niched. You know, sometimes, you know, it's just heavy speakers, sometimes it's heavy earbuds, but then you sprinkle in a projector, you know, and you know, now I'm talking about PS5. And I understand what it does to my channel. I completely understand. I do that for my own sanity.
Your sanity. We talked about this.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. Like I knowingly didn't niche down because of that, right? If you just review earbuds, like that shit gets so I felt like I was making the exact same video every time I sat down and shot a video. And essentially I was. And that shit got boring. Like I didn't want to shoot videos anymore. Like it burned me out. And then that's why you see like I do shit like the projector, like you said, or I did a fucking review on an exercise bike. just to fucking change it up. I just agreed to do a review on an elliptical. Just to change shit up. Like, so I got a review on
I
an
feel you
elliptical.
though, man. I feel you. You know, I always compare it to like, what if you had to eat a ham sandwich? Like a lot of people like ham sandwiches, right? Ham and cheese and just white Wonder Bread. What if it's great, right? With some Lay's potato chips. I love it. It's one of my favorite meals. But what if you had to eat that sandwich every day for a year?
Every day.
You're gonna stop liking ham sandwiches really fast.
And I thought about, you know what I've thought about doing is because that channel that was stolen from me, I have it now finally. And it's still monetized and it still has like, I think there's like 6,000 subs on it. I thought about like niching down on one of the channels and then doing every time I wanted to drop some other weird video, just put it on the other channel.
That might work. But at the end of the day, it's whatever keeps you happy, because you got to think about this, man. Yes, we're monetized. We earn income doing this, but at the same time, it's ours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's going to be yours, you gotta like it.
Yeah.
There is no sense in putting yourself in a prison. Like when you got the key, you should not be locked up.
For real. So I started a YouTube channel wanting to do cell phones. Like that's my love is cell phones. I just, I still, even to this day, I can't afford to just keep buying cell phones. but eventually that's where I want the channel to be. It will be, I'm always going to do now earbuds and headphones, but for the most part, at some point, my channel will be focused mainly on cell phones.
Mm. And that's a good question of how, like, when you see channels doing things and you see the ticket numbers, like the price tags on these items,
Yeah.
where do they come from? How do they keep acquiring them? And then what happens to them after the video? I've always
Yeah.
wondered that because I have a 4-bedroom house. Bedroom number 3, literally last weekend I finished organizing it. I have 3 big Home Depot shelves in there with merchandise. And this is after I did 2 rounds of giving things away to Goodwill. The first round, I totaled up retail price. It was about $4,000. The second round was about $1,800. So we're talking about almost $6,000 worth of retail stuff that I gave away, and I still have 3 shelves full of crap.
And you are able to write that off, right?
That's why I gave it away. Because if I sold it on eBay, you got to sell it for like 30 cents on the dollar, or you'll make 30 cents on the dollar. And then you still got to report it. So
True.
I'd rather give it away at full price and have that full price tax write-off.
Yeah. I mean, I need, you mentioned that at CES, and I've been thinking about that because I give a lot of it away. I sell some of it, like even to like people that just follow the channel, and on eBay I put some stuff up. But Twitter, I know you're not on Twitter, but you should get on Twitter because that's where all of like the tech people and this whole community is on there selling things to each other for cheap.
That would be great. But you know how I feel about Twitter.
I know, dude. I know.
And you also know how I feel about the community.
I know. But you can pick and choose on Twitter who you want to be friends with, though.
You can make bad decisions. I've made them before. I'm an imperfect human. I've made these bad decisions and fell flat on my face, man. I'm not good with people.
I disagree, though, man. I've seen you at CES.
No, so here's the thing. I'm a very introverted extrovert.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah, I love people, but get the fuck away from me. Like, that's my personality.
People are fucking great when they're not near me, right? That's what it is. Like, I love everyone when they're away from me.
Yeah, man. Give me a hug. Now get your ass home.
No, give me a hug, a virtual hug. Just give me a virtual hug.
Okay,
like,
exactly.
don't even fucking touch me. Just give me a virtual hug.
Oh man. I described myself today. I was talking to my assistant, and we were just in regular conversation. And I said, you know what? I'm a Jordan almond. And she was like, what? I said, I'm a Jordan almond. You know what a Jordan almond is?
I don't.
You've had one before, I'm sure. It's an almond with a hard candy shell.
Like chocolate, or just like an M&M shell?
Kind of, yeah. It's like a hard candy. And it's an almond on the inside. And those things are hard. You bite into them and you damn near like crack your molar in half. But
You're talking about these almonds that your grandmother would have back in the day.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And they come out at Easter. And I mean, they're around all year round, but you'll see them a lot at Easter time because they got the pastel colors.
Yep.
But once you actually crack your molar and then you crack that candy at the same time, they both fracture at the same time.
Once you break your tooth.
So both of these things fracture at the same time. But once you get it fractured, it smushes and then it becomes this chewy, almondy goodness. And then you want another one so you can crack your other molar, right? And you can eat like 3, 4, 5 of them because they're freaking delicious. And that's me. Like, I'm delicious, right?
Is that a question? I mean, he's asking you guys that are watching. He said he's delicious. I'm not gonna answer that shit.
No, for real. It's like, that's me. So I'm a sweet guy. Like, I'm nice, right? I'm super nice on the outside, but I do have a hard shell. If you manage to get inside of that shell, I'm even better than I was on the outside because now you're in my inner circle. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And you'll never be able to get enough because I'm that much of a loving guy. I'll give you the socks off my feet if you need them. Like, that's who I am.
Don't do it. Don't don't do that shit. He walks a lot. Don't do that shit.
You're killing me, bro. I'm serious. That's who I am. But you got to get inside of that hard shell. And getting inside of that shell might break you, or it might crack your molar. Like,
it can go either way. You might be fucked or you might be happy. Either way.
Yes. But at this point, we're both broken. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's true. It's true. So you could be broken together. It's all good.
Yes, that's me. That's what knowing me and being on my inside circle is like. That's why there ain't that many people there.
I feel that. I feel like the older I get, the less people I have around me. And that's on purpose. It's on purpose. It is on purpose. For the most part, it's on purpose. Michael Pepper says, I'm contemplating deleting a bunch of my old videos and just leaving up the newer stuff to force a restructuring of content.
You know, I think that would be a good question for El Jefe because he does work for, at vidIQ. Me personally, I would leave the old content there for the watch time, the monetization, the views, all of that, and just continue on with your new stuff. And eventually you'll have so much new stuff, people will have to dig into the archives to find that old stuff, but at least it's still there as your foundation of, you know, like for your views and stuff and your watch time.
Yeah, I would agree. I would leave it up too. Eventually it'll change on its own. BJ says, as a regular subscriber, I've definitely noticed the content kind of fell back. Yeah, man, it's fell back. And I apologize. Like this year, I am, I'm going to say I'm focused on putting more content out, but fuck.
Jeff, I want you to come clean, man. Come clean to BJ. I need you to tell him you're sorry. You will try to do better, but it's very unlikely because you have an affliction.
And BJ and I are close enough where I would tell BJ the affliction. I would tell him the affliction. I would tell him that. And look, I apologize. I have a problem. I have a problem. I'm working on it. You know, I am working on it. I think I have it under control. I think not this weekend, but next weekend, I think I'll have it under control. Next weekend, this weekend's booked already, but next weekend, I think I'll be back to normal. I just got to shut my phones off and I'll be good.
Oh, man.
I'll be good.
Bro, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard for you, man. But I'm here for you. If you ever need to talk, just call me up, man. I don't think you've ever called me and I didn't answer my phone or didn't text you back. So I'm here for you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I'm there.
You're gonna get a call and be like, bro, I'm in fucking Puerto Rico right now. It's like I'm fucking stuck, dude. I can't get out. I'm trapped. This fucking girl brought me to Puerto Rico. I'm trapped.
Oh man,
it's gonna happen.
I definitely need an update on the one that you kept talking to when we were in Vegas.
Okay, I could do that. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Update, bro. I need it. Like, you don't understand. I am a married man. I am so fucking married. Like,
yeah. He is. He's definitely
we're
married.
talking about ball and chain married.
Lockdown. You're on lockdown, bro.
Clink, clink.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I'm not complaining. But when I meet a guy like you who has all these adventures and you got stories, I'm just gonna sit there and listen. I'm fully vested in this storyline, bro.
Yeah. You got to see some of the firsthand bullshit.
Oh man, that was crazy.
It's gotten worse since I came back home. It's gotten worse.
Serious?
It's gotten worse. It's. I'll send you some texts, and we'll talk on the phone and shit.
Hey, and send them in number 12 font, though. Don't be sending them in that 22 font on your.
I'm gonna send them in code because some of them are actual pictures.
Oh man, don't be sending me that shit on my phone. I just told you I was married.
It's gonna be code, all right. Michael Pepper says, I enjoy how laid back Antwan is, and that is not always the same thing.
I appreciate you, Michael. I appreciate that, the fact that you appreciate that.
I wonder how games
work out. Who knows? Who knows? There's so many videos I would love to do, but you know, it's like you just know a video is gonna bomb, so you have to make a choice. Do I do
True.
this just to do something different, shake it up a little bit, and satisfy the handful of people who would watch because they would love it?
Or you though, it might like put you at ease, like, and give you that break too, like we
Right.
just talked about before.
Because I mean, just today I was writing down a list of videos, possible videos to do, like ideas. And one of them was what happens to all my stuff? Like, what am I actually using and what happens to the rest of it? How do I put that video together and how would it do on YouTube? Because from what I see in my analytics, the people who are subscribed to my channel or who YouTube shows my videos to only care about earbuds. They don't even care about headphones. It's just
Yeah.
earbuds. Oh, and Bluetooth speakers, of course. But if it's not those two items, YouTube really ain't gonna even show it to you in your feed, which I think is a joke.
Yeah.
So those videos that I do that are just like off from everything else, like the phone today, I usually throw out a phone video about 2-3 times a year, and it does fairly well. But those videos like that, I'm almost positive they're not going to do that well. So I have to just make an executive decision. Do I do this for the audience or do I do it for my sanity? It's usually for my sanity.
Yeah. I mean, that's always something you're gonna do. At least for me, I'm always gonna do something to help me with this, with the mind part of it. But
Yeah.
YouTube is crazy because I've done, 500-600 videos, and my growth sucks because I'm so sporadic with putting content up. But and I'm all over the place depending on what the content is. But the videos that do the best on my channel are usually phone videos,
Really?
which is weird because probably 3/4 of the videos I have on my channel are earbuds and headphones.
So the issue is that phones are not as accessible as the earbuds.
Correct. I mean, I get most of the earbuds I get are sent to me. Phones. I mean, the only people that send me phones are Google and like Unihertz and some of the other smaller companies.
Gotcha. Well,
And
what I picked up on was with certain devices. Like I've seen where people will just basically make a crap ton of Galaxy S22 content. Like they'll
yeah,
get one phone
yeah.
and everything they can think of to do about that phone, they'll make a video for it. And then when the next one comes out, same thing goes for that one.
And
So
they do very well with that stuff.
you can't do that.
I know I want to do that. My affliction is kind of hampering me right now because I think about those things all the time. Like even
Dude,
I like to
it sucks being a man.
Yeah, it does. Well, does it though?
It sometimes does because sometimes because we're men, we succumb or fall victim to ourselves.
Yeah,
We fall
true.
victim to our own anatomy.
It's true. You know, I
Oh man.
I like to do. I also like to do a lot of like older phone. Like one of the best videos that I've ever made last year was like using the Note 10 Plus in 2022. Like video, I like to buy older flagships and do videos on them like a year or two later. And it could be like I have a video plan for the Note 9, the Note 20 Ultra, like the OnePlus 9 Pro, like all those.
You're not gonna do the Note 4? Come on, man.
I could do the Note 4.
You could do the Note 4.
I could. I'll even use that bitch for a week.
I would love to use my Note 4 again, but it's on Sprint.
Sprint is gone, basically. Well, you can use it on T-Mobile.
You think they could do that?
I think so. I mean, they bought Sprint.
Yeah, I might try it just for the hell of it.
I think you could. CH says I didn't buy any of the smartphones. You know what? What pisses me off about phones is fucking eSIM.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Like, what is? I don't understand that technology.
The problem with eSIM's been around for years. Right? All of our phones have eSIM. Like your S22 Ultra has eSIM. The problem is when Apple dropped the new phones, and iPhones have had eSIM for years, but when Apple dropped the iPhone 14 lineup of phones, it was eSIM only. So you couldn't even use a physical SIM card in the iPhone at all.
Wow.
Okay. So to switch, for most people, it's not a big deal. But for somebody like me that likes to take my SIM card out and try different phones, you couldn't do that. It was a hassle. So they would lock you into eSIM. Now I can transfer eSIM from like one device to another device. It's just more of a fucking hassle instead of just popping out your SIM card and using that. But Apple, they do some dumb shit. Like in Canada, the iPhone 14 has a physical SIM card. But in the US, it's eSIM only.
Yeah, that's just dumb. That's like extra work for no reason at all.
For no reason. It's just another way for them to lock you into the ecosystem. Man. It's annoying. Michael Pepper says, that makes me think of the line from Tommy Boy with the M&Ms and the hard candy shell. Oh, look, CH says, I don't know about the delicious, but Antwan is one of the coolest persons I know. Real talk.
Salute to CH Gadget, man. You know I'm delicious, man. Come on, man. It's okay. It's manly to admit another man's delicious. Maybe not, but still, it's just me.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree on the manly part.
But it's me, man.
Look, we're boys and we're cool. But I don't think I'm ever gonna tell anybody, yo, Antwan's delicious, bro. He's fucking delicious. I'm never gonna say that shit. And I feel a certain type of way about saying that shit right now. It just came as soon as I came out of my mouth, it was fucking wrong. It's wrong. That shit is wrong, bro. Don't ever say, if you're a dude, don't ever say that shit about other
dude. Can we redact this whole segment of the stream?
No, it's going. This is all going on the podcast tomorrow. It's all going on the podcast tomorrow. Bourbon and Blunts. Check out the new podcast.
Oh man.
Nation says,
yeah, I was just thinking about the time, man. It's about that time for me to get up out of here, man.
Yeah, it's late. Well, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Man, I'm glad you just had me here, man. This has been real cool. I haven't done this in a while. I should have poured another drink.
I know I should have too, because I finished my shit 30 minutes into the stream.
Yeah, that's my only regret of the night, that I didn't drink
mine too. But for those that don't know, I'm sure everybody knows by now. For the small amount of people that are still here, I thank you. If you don't know who this guy is, check out his YouTube channel, new stuff. Where else can they find you besides YouTube?
Dude, I'm all over the place now except Twitter.
Except Twitter.
So Instagram. If you go to one of my videos, you'll see all my socials. I'm on Instagram. Just call me _Antwan. On TikTok as New Stuff TV. And who uses Facebook? But I don't know who uses Facebook. Yeah. But I'm there too.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate you coming through. We will talk again soon. And that's it, guys. Everybody enjoy your day tomorrow. Have a good night. Stay safe. Peace.
All right.